appreciate you being here. We're going to get to chatting in a second. I appreciate you all coming in. We're going to talk about how do you go live with ease, but also we're going to talk about branding. That's today's topic because UBC, the Ultimate Branding Course, is having a sale. So I just posted a video about it. I want you to be very intentional about branding yourself for your target audience, but I want you to have the tools and resources to be successful. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to go live in a second with TikTok. So I'm going to talk to you here, and we are going to connect and we're going to grow, and I want you to feel supported, and I appreciate all the things you guys are doing. So come in, my friends. So thank you so much for being here. All right, so let's do this. I gotta set up my screen to get TikTok ready, and I'm seeing some comments to get your TikTok ready, and then we're going to talk about all things here to make sure you're successful. Let's see. Why is my going live button not showing up? There we go. There we go. So I'm going to get connected in a second. And so let me know if you have any questions. And what I do for this live stream is that I am co-streaming on YouTube here, and I'm going to be streaming also actively on TikTok. And so I talk about how to use and leverage TikTok to be successful, but also being very intentional about how are you growing your community, how are you thinking about your strategy to be successful. I want you to go live with ease, and we are going to use this platform to make sure you are fully aware of all the things you can do to monetize. And so that's what's happening here. And then we're going to keep doing and building and growing and doing all the things to make sure you're successful. All right, friends. So we are going live on TikTok. I want you to subscribe and like the live as well. Hello, friends. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk about going live with ease and making sure I give you tips to go live. But we're also going to talk about branding in the context of UBC, the Ultimate Branding Course, and helping you to brand yourself. So come on in. We're going to chat and connect and grow. How you doing, Edward? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you joining me. D Queen, thank you so much for being here, friend. Let me know where you're from. My new friends, come on in. This live is a little different because I'm going to talk about the UBC 150 off sale that's happening, but I'm going to give you tips to make sure you can go live with ease. So come on in, friends. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. And I am co-streaming on YouTube. Thank you. How you doing, YouTube friends? I appreciate you. How you doing, Mohan? Thank you so much for being here. And D Queen sneaking in for a few minutes. I appreciate you, friend. Make sure you get your daily heart me and get all your points. I appreciate you. Collect those points, no points left behind. So we are connecting on YouTube. So if you are here watching me on YouTube, go ahead and like the live. And then hit subscribe because I'm wanting to make sure I stay in contact with you. I appreciate you for being here. So I want you to like the live as well as make sure you subscribe. And then if you go to one of my videos, one of my YouTube shorts, if you subscribe over there and put a comment first. So first put your comment, then like the live, then subscribe. So subscribe last because YouTube is very particular about fake engagement. They want to make sure you guys are engaging fully. So like the live, comment, and then hit subscribe. And if you comment on one of my shorts, you got to go to one of my shorts because I don't see the stream after I come off YouTube live. But if you go to one of my shorts and put a comment there, I'll go back and subscribe to you as well. So I appreciate you all because we are trying to grow this season. We want to grow our communities in multiple platforms. I want us to be intentional about our growth. I want us to make sure we are leveling up. So I talk about it very clearly here to make sure we're being successful. Randall, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you joining. And so as you're leaving comments, as you're connecting, I will also share information about going live. And we're going to talk about branding. I have been following you for a while, so happy. Oh, look at you. Thank you, friend. You're like, I've been seeing you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's what I'm doing. I'm here. I show up so that I'm being consistent as I talk about it. May, how you doing, friend? I'll wave at you. Friend. Hi, neighbor. I see you, May. And May is my neighbor in Florida. So I am in Orlando, Florida. So May, how you doing? Hi. How's your TikTok shop going? How are things going for you? Let me know how things are going. Thank you, Michelle. You're in the room now. I appreciate your friend. Michelle, yes, Michelle Crochets is the moderator in my YouTube channel. She'll come in the room. She'll answer questions, connect with folks, make sure people are here being polite. And she's able to answer questions for you. So she is also on these TikTok streets. She's mainly good with YouTube. So YouTube is where she has grown. She knows a lot about YouTube. So you want to follow her as well on YouTube and here on TikTok. So you want to make sure her name is Yes Michelle Crochets. Okay, so that's my friend over there. She's the mod in YouTube for me. She'll come in and check in and she'll answer questions for you. And then also she'll come over here to TikTok and connect with you as well. Yes, I'm great. So happy to see you. I'm trying to sell. I get views, but not enough sales. Let me say this, friend. Okay, you ended up with did you get unlimited or the pilot? Let me know if you have the pilot program or unlimited. We're going to talk about activating the live too, because I know I'm talking, and I'm not sharing how you need to activate this live, because you always want to activate your live in the beginning. So I'm going to talk about that. But let me know if you're pilot or unlimited, because unlimited, I know there's some things you might want to consider. Going live is one of them. So I just got the unlimited. Okay, you just got the unlimited. So you just got it. Okay, okay. So you definitely want to go live. You definitely want to start talking about your products. You want to make sure the live process gives you a little bit more exposure and people get to know, like, and trust you. Yes, I just moved up. Oh, congratulations, first of all. Um, and so, you want to make sure you are, as you go live, you can talk to your community, and then people get to know, like, and trust you. So that's a big deal. But also, your content, people will go to your content more too as you're going live. So you're going to build that community. People are going to come in and connect with you. So you're going to build that community. So that's going to help get more visibility. But then they'll see you in the live setting and hear what you have to say about the products, and you'll talk about the features and benefits. And then again, that's building that trust about how you're talking about products. And so when you do your videos, what I will tell you about your videos now that you have unlimited, we need to chat, because you need to be pushing out some more videos. Push out as much as 5, 10 videos, whatever you need, to make sure that you are having enough content out there for people to get. You say yes. Thanks. You're welcome. You're like, yes. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do a whole lot of videos, but yes. I improve my English by watching your live. Can I do this? Yes. Why not? Now, sometimes I say stuff not correctly, okay? Sometimes my English may not be, I might use a little bit of slang here and there, and I might not enunciate, but I think you can learn English through me. Hello, friends. How you doing? Yes. Okay. So here's what I want to do. I want to make sure you guys are here as you are in my live. We're going to connect. We're going to grow. And the way to do it is through engagement. And so what I tell you is things that you want to take to your live. Okay. You want to make sure hey, each one teach one. Y'all can steal different things I say and do. That's totally fine. I'm totally fine with it. It's enough out here for all of us. So it doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, we all growing together. Okay. How you doing, Moya? I see your friend. Thank you so much. And so I want to make sure we all growing. So, Caddy, thank you so much for being here as well. What we're going to do is activate the live a little bit. So that's because we are here. We're actively engaging. How you doing, Miss Darlene? How's everything going? Thank you so much for the information you shared on the Instagram channel too. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So my friends, really quickly. So I tell people, this is my new little thing. When I say you come into a live, I want you to let your audience know how to behave. What's the etiquette? Come into a live, I say you entered a threesome. So you made a conscious decision to come in this room, and now you're in a threesome. So that's between TikTok, me, and you. So we all got to work together to make this live activated, okay? So if you click, this is something I'm showing people. How you doing, friend, Belle? I'm showing people this now on purpose. So I want you to pay attention to all these buttons. We're going to talk about some of the buttons. But this particular button, it says 48 people in the room. The number's going to go up and down. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. I will say click that button because I want you to see how you become a top engager, a top viewer. And if you're just viewing and watching, that's fine. But I want you to be intentional about your engagement, okay? So if you hit that question mark, a lot of people are missing that question mark. It tells you, and people have been asking me, how do I know how many likes I got, how many points I get? So I want you to pay attention because a lot of this is about your engagement. It says top viewers are ranked based on likes, comments, gift count, and watch time. Viewers who send more likes, comments, and gifts will rank higher. Points are calculated by the following rule. 1 like equals 1 point, max 3 points every 10 minutes. 1 comment equals 1 point, max 3 points every 10 minutes. I said 1 comment, didn't I? 1 coin equals 1 point. So you get a point for every every gift that you send, okay? So as you're sending gifts, you're getting 1 point for every gift. No matter the denomination, you're going to get a point for all those coins that you're using, okay? So viewers with no points will be ranked based on how long they have watched the live. So as you're watching the live, you're getting points also. So I want you to be intentional about what you're doing. You said, is this digital marketing? Boss Baby 40, when you are on social media, I'm about to give you a UBC rundown. You're about to get a nice little education on what's happening here. Glad you got it. I just learned how to do that today. Look at you, Darlene. Okay, Boss Baby, let me tell you, when you are on social media, no matter the platform, I'm just telling you right now, you are engaging in what's called digital marketing. Because the creators, I'm a live host right now. I'm doing a live stream. You are a viewer. Whether you're viewing YouTube or viewing this TikTok live stream, you are a viewer. You are actually on TikTok. You've created a profile on TikTok. You might have posted content on TikTok, making you a content creator. And because of that, you are engaging in the digital marketing business model, okay? And a part of that business model is social media marketing. You're marketing yourself, your brand. When you are posting content about yourself and you are looking for those likes because you want your target audience or people to like and engage in your content. And as you build your followers and you build people's interest in your content, you are building your brand, okay? So we're gonna go over branding. This is a branding 101 overview course. So I just want you to know, anybody that comes in my room and says, is this digital marketing is a scam? Then you really need to go look at yourself in the mirror and say, what am I doing with my life? Because I was just engaging in digital marketing and I didn't know it, okay? So I want you all to be aware of that, okay? So you said truth, exactly. So I will mute and block people who come in because sometimes they're like, okay, oh, this is a scam. And I have to say, like, what are you doing? You need to go look up digital marketing in the dictionary and just make sure you understand what you just did. Your digital marketing has multiple subsets. Live streaming is one of them. Social media marketing is another. Social media platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Social media is another one. If you post content, you're a content creator. Finally found the effects. Did you really? And then you have brand deals. You have members. There's so many subsets to this place in terms of digital marketing. So you are officially in digital marketing. Just got to tell you. You were today, whoever is out there, you're today years old, and you realize that I am in digital marketing. I had no idea, y'all. So I just wanted to say that out loud because, and really, I am a learning room. So so it says learn up here. So I really do want you to understand in a very clear way different facets. And I'm going to talk about UBC because I like talking about the branding aspect of yourself and like how you brand yourself and making sure you understand your branding does matter if you are trying to be successful because you need to have a brand that's going to resonate with your target audience. That's the key. Your target audience, as you post content, that's the thing. If you're posting content, whether you're posting, I posted a picture of my son when he was at the Disney. And I was engaging in digital marketing. Now, obviously, I did have a catchy hook because it aligns with my topic. My topic is about going live and having confidence and not quitting and just going and being consistent, the consistency and engagement I talk about. But at the same time, as you post content, you're chasing the likes. You want people to like and engage with your content. You want to, ideally, people are chasing going viral, and so to a certain extent, we all want to go viral. So at the same time, you are branding yourself. So people want to come back to your content because of what you're offering. And if what you're offering is what they're looking for, then that is that's essentially what you're looking for. You're looking for your target audience to engage and connect with your content. So we're going to talk about that extensively because I have this sticker here. Put it on my forehead because it's blending with my background. I have that sticker there for a reason because it does end today. So UBC, I'm going to talk about it, but it does end today. But I want to make sure I'm talking to people who are curious about UBC, but just curious about going live, because that's mainly what I talk about. UBC, because of their sale and what they're doing, I was like, okay, it's in my stand store. I got to talk about it because people may want it. But it's not all I talk about. I talk about going live. I want you to be confident in what you're doing. I want you to feel at ease as you're talking to your target audience. And then ultimately, I want you to monetize. I want you to be successful. I want you to understand ways to be successful, whether it's in this app or in YouTube or a different platform. That's what this is all about. So when I say my name is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, then there are ways you can make additional passive income through your engagement here, okay, as live streaming or even in the content creation part of it within the confines of digital marketing. So that's what this is. So let me know if there's any specific questions. We're going to talk about how to get the room activated, how to engage fully. And Miss Darlene told us to tap, tap, tap. And that's what we're doing. We're going to tap, and I'm going to tell you why you're tapping and what is in it for you in terms of your engagement. And so thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Miss Darlene, for sharing the live. So what I tell people, I showed you right here with that 76, 80 people now. When that number goes up and down, I want you to click that because that tells TikTok very intentionally who's engaging in the live. Top viewers, people, you are viewers. I told you it's between, we're in a relationship right now. It's you, me, and TikTok. We are in a relationship. And then my YouTubers over here, I'm co-streaming, it's y'all too. Y'all got to engage as well. Y'all got to like the live and make sure you also subscribe to the room. So I appreciate you and all your support. How you doing? Fantastic. And so I want you all to make sure that you are engaging fully and getting all your points. So I teach you about getting your points. Inside the diaspora, I appreciate you being here. So I teach you about getting your points as a viewer because I want you to be successful. And then when you go live, you are going to talk to your audience about how they can engage in your live. Okay? So that's important for you to be able to educate them as well. Thank you, Rooted. How you doing, friend? Thank you, Texas Goddess. I appreciate you being here, friend. Okay, so hello again. How you doing? I'm late for the 4 p.m. I'm just getting started. You're not late. I was actually a little late, so you right on time. You right on time, friend. Look at you. Thank you so much. A mid 20th century girl. I appreciate you, friend. Okay, as you tap the screen, you see right now it's only 5.9K. I'm not going to say only. I appreciate all the taps that happen, okay? Thank you so much. But, however, we're almost at 6K. So we're going to tap. We're going to tap. That is how TikTok knows we're here. How you doing? Build it, brand it. Thank you so much, friend. As you are tapping the screen, and as a live host, you could tap your own live. Matter of fact, you should tap your live because that activates the live too. So it says that people are liking the live. TikTok sees that and will bring more people into the room. Okay? So you want to be intentional about tapping the screen, That's support. As you tap, you'll see a pink heart that will pop up here, right there where it says 6.6K. That pink heart pops up. There's a line that will start crawling across my name all the way across. And as that line crawls across, you have been doing that. Thank you so much, friend. It'll make that pink heart fatter, and then dots will come pop it out of the heart. You'll see all the little dots coming out, the confetti dots. You'll hear people say tap to the confetti. As you tap and you let go, confetti will fall on the screen. You see the confetti, I don't. So I don't want you to be like, did you see my confetti? I did not see your confetti. And so, but it is there for you to get likes. And I told you earlier, when you look at that question mark up there, It tells you the likes that you get matter. You're getting points for those likes every 10 minutes. So you want to tap so you can get some points, okay? So that's part of it. TikTok pushes more people here from into the room. It'll say people say, I'm coming from the FYP. I saw you on the FYP. So I want to make sure that that the room gets activated. And then I'm going to tell you, thank you for explaining. You're welcome, friend. How you doing, Vicky? And then I'm going to tell you also, we're going to talk about comments. We're going to talk about engagement in the live because I want you to grow your community. I'm not a grow room. Now, I'll say that. I'm not a grow room. I'm a learn room. That's what I say. I'm a learn room. But you got to engage. You got to connect. If you want to build your community, then you want to connect with people who are engaging in a room. And I'll tell you right now, the people in this room are engagers. People in this room are engagers. They are actively engaging. They're growing. They're connecting with people. So, for example, right now, Nurse Ingrid, she is an engager. So she said hi in an appropriate way to Vicky Hart, Blue Heart. She said, hello, how are you? That is engagement. That's someone trying to connect with you. And so that's the person you want to bring. Look at you, Mimi. I see your friend coming in. That's something you want to connect with. That's a person you want to connect with. And that's the appropriate way to do it. Let me say this, because you tag someone's name, you follow them, and then you tag their name and you say something to them. Ideally, you're looking at their bio. People with no bios. Got to make sure you have a bio. People with no bios, I would say you might want to pause if you decide to, if you want to connect with them or not, because you want to see how they're interacting in the chat. People with no bios, you don't know who they are and what they're about. People with no bios don't know how to optimize their profile, so they're here and they're learning, and then they're going to take this information and do their homework and optimize their profile. But in the meantime, we're teaching them, so you want to make sure you let them know when you tag them. Say, hey, friend, make sure you put some words in your bio, okay? So that's what we're going to do, but that's there for you. So you want to connect with people while you're in here. You want to grow your community, but grow your community intentionally. How do I pin the comment? You actually touch the words of the comment. So your word that says, how do I pin the comments? When you touch the words, not the name, not the photo, it pops up a screen, and it's the third one down. It says pin comment. And so you can pin the comment. If you choose to pin the comment, what was I about to say? When you pin a comment, I don't know what I was about to say. It was something about pinning a comment, but it popped out of my head just that quickly. But yeah, that's how you pin the comment. Oh, pin the comment. You don't get pin comment unless you've done 3 lives. That's what I was about to say. So if you've done your first 3 lives that were consecutive, then you'll have that feature. It doesn't come automatically. So that's what I was going to tell you. Thank you so much, though, for asking. I appreciate that. Let's see. 60 seconds. Amy, what's that mean? Let me know what 60 seconds meant. On your live, right? Yes, on your live, Amy, and on your live. TikTok will filter comments, so sometimes comments get filtered by TikTok. It is not me, it's TikTok. So I just want to say that because I was looking in the comments, seemed like maybe I'm missing a comment that might have come through. I did 3 so far. Okay, awesome, perfect. Perfect. It seems as though 3 lives. 3 lived. I don't know what that means. It will pin for 60 seconds. Yes, it will pin for 60 seconds. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, question. I am hurting someone's live by watching while cooking with occasional messages. Am I hurting someone's live by watching while cooking with occasional messages? Tap and share, friends. Yes, ma'am. Vicky, are you hurting someone's live? No, you're not. You're not fully engaging, but you're watching. Remember I told you when you click up here and you click that arrow, you click the question mark, it tells you watch time gets you points. Your engagement matters from watching the live, so that's not a bad thing. However, you're not fully engaging because you're not tapping the live, you're not sharing the live. I'm going to talk about sharing in a second. Not sharing the live, and then on your comments also supports, and then ultimately TikTok wants you to give. So gifting is another way to do it. So you want to make sure you're getting your daily heart me, that you need coins in your account to do that, and then you are gifting, like my friends who are coming in, getting their daily heart me and throwing gifts out. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you're doing all the things. So if you could do it throughout your time on the live, that will help. That's not a bad thing. That will definitely help a lot. Okay, so really quickly, let me say this. Sharing the live. So right now, there's an arrow below. It says 28 people have shared the live. As a live host, I got to talking and chatting, and I did not share this live. I did not share this live, so I'm going to share my own live. So you want to share your own live. You can hold the screen down, hold my nose or my glasses right in the middle of the screen. You press it down, and you can share your live out to people as well. So you want to share the live. Unlimited Valerie, you said I asked a question. You might have got filtered. You want to try it again? You said I asked a question. Like I said, TikTok will filter you. I don't recall seeing a question come up, and as you can tell, I'm watching the live. I'm watching the chat. So that's totally fine. I tell people sometimes you got to repeat it. And then as people are sharing the live, like Alicia, my friend Alicia, come in the room. I appreciate you. And Vicky sharing the live. Thank you all for sharing the live. Sometimes comments will get missed because of that. MJ sharing the live. I see you all. Thank you so much. That's how you activate your live. As a live host, you share your own live as well. So you want to make sure you're sharing your live as much as you are asking your viewers to share out the live. So again, that's how your live gets activated. So tapping the screen, sharing the live is free support. 100% free. TikTok says, hey, you get value in that. That is points for you, and it also activates the live. TikTok will send it out to other people. Do we share the live to our story? You know what? Somebody said, hold on now, wait a minute. I'm going to actually click the arrow. Somebody said that feature went away. I don't see it. It ain't there. Yeah, it's gone away now. We used to be able to. Yeah, it's gone away. They just removed it. I did that just now. How did you do it, man? What you mean? I see it. Ah, feature is gone. It's gone for me. It's gone for Alicia. So are viewers able? Are you able to see it, Alicia? I used it last week. Yeah, it's gone. It went away as of last week because it wasn't. It was there the week before. I hit the arrow forward to my story, so it's there for May. Hello. Yeah. No. So it's not there for me either. I just shared my live. Okay, you shared it, but when you click the arrow, does it show? Um, you can share it to your story. Yeah, I don't see that feature. Yeah, somebody else said it's gone. Yes, it's there. Nurse said it's gone. Okay, Jamie Lee said it's gone for her. Yeah, yeah, it's gone. There was an update this week. Some people may not have updated it yet. Yeah, I updated I actually updated my TikTok this morning. So yeah, I wonder if that's it, but it was gone for me. I do look out for it to do the updates. Interesting. Do you see the TikTok studio live on a laptop? I Do you use it? I don't. This is my cell phone. I'm using my iPhone 13. Yeah, I don't use it on I've never used the live studio. One of my viewers, she comes in here pretty frequently, Tamara. She said she had used it one time, and I had gone to her live, and she said it was kind of glitchy. So I think I've always been kind of discouraged. And then plus the way I do my live, I click the more button and I flip my camera to show my computer. So the way I do it, I'm used to that approach. I think the live studio may have a feature for you to be able to share a screen or some sort, but I like flipping my camera so I can talk and I can see the chat and I can connect and engage with you as I'm actually showing what's on my computer. So that's my method. And again, I don't gatekeep, so I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. Let me go see my story. I still see, okay, yes, I shared on my story. Well, okay, so some people are able to have access to it. Yeah, I don't see it anymore. It's gone also. If you didn't update your phone, it may still be there. Interesting. Okay. So when you see share, how do we share? When you say share, that arrow, there's two different ways. If you click the arrow that has 72, as a viewer, I don't know where it's sitting on your screen, but right here, it's sitting right here on my screen. If you click that, you can share by copying the link or share it with any of the people who are there. Or you can hold my nose, it's the center of the screen. If you hold the center of the screen where my nose and glasses are, you can hold it down and it will pop up your supporters. And then you can share with them. Okay? Okay, so that's another way to do it. I just share my live to my story. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. And I went live for the first time and used that. Look at there. Congratulations, friend. Um, you are on my story as of 8 minutes ago. Look at there. Okay. I will take that. I appreciate being on your story. And you know what, guys? I'm saying I hold my screen down to share my live. The screen feature. My screen is acting really weird. Just let me tap. I don't know what's going on. So I might have to reboot my phone at some point. Maybe some glitchy stuff is happening. Only had 8 people, but still, there we go. That's good. 8 people for your first live. You did good. I'm new here. Can you guys show me some love, please? You definitely want to engage back, Alicia. So, like I said, this is not a grow room. This is a learn room. However, I tell people as you are connecting with people, I'm going to show you an example. So this is MJ. MJ is a loyal supporter. She comes back often to my lives. I think daily. MJ, are you daily? You might be daily. Alicia, you see how she followed you and clicked your name and said welcome. That's how you want to do. So when you're in someone's room, you have to make sure you do a greeting. Just don't click their name and just hit send. You want to make sure you click their name and say hello, how are you? Or you go to their bio, see what words are in there, and make sure you communicate something from their bio. Like, oh, I see you like to go fishing, or whatever the case may be. And so that's another way. But you want to make sure you are connecting with people very intentionally as you're in a live room, and you say yes daily. You said I'm daily too. I learned a lot here. You're welcome, Victorious. I appreciate you. I'm on my 11th live and hovering around 3 people. You're doing good though, and Jamie. I don't want you to get discouraged. It will get better. You'll get better. Again, those keywords matter. Tapping, sharing your live, engaging your audience, letting them know the etiquette of how to support your live, getting a daily heartbeat. You'll bring more followers in. You'll bring more people in. So that'll be good. So here's what I will tell you really quickly. Free support is tapping the screen, sharing the live, um, commenting. Free support. It lets TikTok know you're here, you're actively engaging. It activates the live. How you doing, house code grandma? And so you are able to really boost your live because of how people are engaging. I told you when you click the number up here, you see top viewers and you see that question mark. Look at that question mark. See how you engage, how your likes, your comments, your gifts, your watch time is activating points for you and how you're ranking. So you want to make sure you're ranking. As you grow and you rank higher, TikTok sees you. You'll see how your content improves. You'll see how people will engage with your content. You'll see how people are, TikTok will give you live access, TikTok shop. All that engagement matters, okay? So you'll see the top viewers in that box. That's what that box is about. And then right next to it is like the top gifters. So you really need people. You really see people who are coming to lives and engaging. Okay, those are people who are doing the thing, and you're like, okay, guys, you might want to take cue. Those people might be people you want to connect with. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I don't tell you what to do, but I just give you the information. Okay. Perfect engagement is key. Yes, it is. How you doing, your crafty auntie? How you doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I appreciate you all who are here. I'm seeing your comments. Thank you so much. 50K. Hey, hey. Yes. 10K, we just did it. Look at there. We are engaged, guys. So tapping the screen supports the live. It gets us out here and makes sure that people are coming in the room. You're always so helpful. Thank you so much. Just imagine. I appreciate that. So tapping the screen is part of that support. And then it boosts the live because you see people who have a lot of engagement from the tapping. That'll get the live kicked out, pushed out a little bit more. So here's the things that you need coins for. You need coins for getting the daily heartbeat. I tell people when you come into a live, you want to check in. That's what that is. Look at that, May. Thank you so much. Your top gift. I appreciate it. How you doing? Your title gifter. Oh, okay. Coins. Let me say coins. Look at May. May said I'm doing all the titles for the hand hearts. So I'm going to explain what May just did. Give me a second. I'm going to tell you about coins, and then I'm going to explain what May just did. So when should we... Okay, hold on. It says... Amy, you asked the question, when should we consider getting an agency? And Amy, give me a question. Give me a second. Agency takes me in a slightly different direction. Just a quick answer to your question. I'll explain why. I would say give yourself 2 weeks to do a little research. I would say 2 weeks. 2 weeks of going live daily. Hello, friend. 2 weeks ago, live daily, consistently, and then you do your research in those 2 weeks. So I'll tell you why in a second. Um, Give me 1 second. Let me talk about coins because I want to make sure I stay on topic so I can get through the beginning things. But that's it. Oh, he said laughing. Oh, yes. I saw you, Fred. I saw what you did. We're gonna talk about what she just did. So coins, really quickly, coins. The gift box that's down here. If you click the gift box, it tells you how to recharge coins. If you click the number in the corner of the gift box, all the way in the corner, it takes you to the screen inside TikTok to recharge and put coins in your account. The word they use is called recharging. So that's how you get coins. Coins is what you need to give a gift from the gift box. Coins represent a penny. Okay. The rose is 1 penny. And then there's other gifts that are a penny and plus whatever um, denomination that's there. I'm sorry, amount that's in there. And so the daily heart meat is 1 penny. That's also 1 penny. So I'm gonna talk about the daily heart meat, but the daily heart meat, you need coins. So you can get them in the gift box if you click recharge, or you can go to the website, TikTok's website, www.tiktok.com/coins, COIN. And so you can get coins on the website. It's a little bit less when you go on the website because there's not a processing fee. But also, somebody recently said the coins on the app, they don't have the processing fee right now. So it may be the same. So you might, but you have options. You have one option that I know is usually a little less. So if you got $20 in coins, you get 2,000 coins. You might get a little extra with those coins. So that's how that works. Coins is what you need to fully engage in gift. Remember I told you when you click up here, that arrow, I'm sorry, that question mark, it tells you the breakdown. And it tells you get a point for every gift that you give, a point for every coin that you spend. So, Daily Heart Me. Daily Heart Me, I say it's like a check-in. When you come into a live, you go anywhere, whether it's a restaurant or if it's a concert or a conference, movies, you always got to check in. There's a check-in process. So think of it as that. When you walk into someone's home, into their live, you are saying hello and you are checking in. It says join my team. Okay? Join my team as a way to say you are a member of this live. Okay? And so TikTok now sees you and says, okay, I see how you're engaging, you're activating. There you go, you can join my team, and you are a part of this team. So TikTok gives you points. You get 45 points for clicking that. Okay? So when you click that, you get 45 points. TikTok, I tell people now, pause when that pops up and make sure that you are also reading because TikTok just changed the game a little bit on us. TikTok says, hey, get your daily heart me, but then you got to come back in the live. You got to stay in this live. You got to view, you got to watch because you're going to collect points and you got to claim those points. Okay? So now it's not a matter of just clicking and you leave. You got to actually click, stay a little while, engage for a little bit, and then click it again and collect your points. Okay? So I'm going to tell you right now, I made a mistake today. Jamie Lee, my friend, okay? Dr. Lisa didn't take her own advice because I was heading to my meeting. I came to her live and I claimed, I checked in, I engaged. She even had me come up and talk and connect. And I gifted her at the end. And guess who didn't claim their points? I did not claim my points, y'all. I did not claim my points. It was so nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate being in your live. I left some points behind, y'all. Yes, I did not claim my points. I did not claim my points. I probably left about 100 or so points. Who knows? Because I claimed quite a few. It might have been close to 200. Yeah, I did not claim my points, y'all. I'm sad about that. So I tell you, man, it was a lot of points because I came in and I gifted her. I clicked my daily heart mate. Here's what I did. I tell you, when I come in her room, this is the first thing I do. I click the daily heart mate. That's 45 points. The screen pops up. It says add a comment for 30 points. So I just got 75 points. Okay. I did that. And then she had me, you were my only gift. I appreciate you, friend. Well, every point counts. And then I dropped her some gifts. And I'm like, okay, I left points behind. I left some points. I did not get my points. What do the points do? The points give you more, get you leveled up. And I need those points. I'm going to tell you about the blue boxes. But you collect points for your engagement. And so TikTok sees that you're engaging and it'll get you TikTok shop early or get you live access early or you level up in the type of gifts that you're able to give. So TikTok sees you as a high engager. And so as you level up, you need more points to get to the next level. So I was like, I need my points. So that's why I tell you, don't leave your points behind, man. Left there on the, I left right there on the table. Left my points. So that's why I say don't leave your points behind. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. Make sure you click there periodically so that you can get your points. But you leave your points. TikTok, if you swipe out, you can't go back and get them. You start over. Those points are gone. So I tell people, try to remember to get your points. And then I was heading to a meeting, so I was like, okay, because I usually do click out and check out. But my mom was like, okay, I got to get to my meeting. I had to check my email and make sure I could log in really quickly because I was already a few minutes late. I always calculate your points a while. So, yes. Okay, so something else I don't talk about enough, and I said I was going to talk about it a little bit more. I talked about it earlier. May just did this, so I think I'm sure it was May. Keep seeing ads about getting help with live, like they can help it grow. Do you know what that is? Grow your live? No, I don't know what that is. Let me say that. I don't know what that is. It's an ad within TikTok. Or are you talking about like the promote? Not for the live, for content. I know the promote button for the content where they will promote your content. But I'm not sure. Are you talking about maybe a net agency? Is it the Creator Network program? Let me know if it's a TikTok ad. You said you keep getting, are you getting like notifications from somebody inboxing you? I would say be leery of that. But if it's a TikTok thing, are you talking about leads? Promote for ad fee. I don't know what that is. I think it's promotion for lives. So you're saying TikTok's promotion for live through promotion for a fee. That's when you pay a fee for. I never heard it for lives. I heard for content. No, it's an ad after I go live. I think so. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what that is. I would have to see it, Kaya. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know TikTok has different campaigns that they do. There's different things that they're promoting, but I can't speak to that. So I don't want to. If it's not somebody inboxing you and it's something that's in TikTok system, you said I've seen it. Okay. If it's something that's in TikTok system, then that's new. And TikTok maybe is promoting a campaign of some sort. I know they have leads that they have. If you're a business and you want to generate leads, you can cut that feature on. I haven't done it. I guess I'm kind of waiting to see if I go to a room and I see it being done. And then I'll get a sense of how people are executing it. So that's why I haven't turned it on. But I'm not sure what that could be if they're promoting something new. I feel like it's an agency, though, but maybe that's not what you're saying. Gifting, gift gallery, and daily harmony. May, what I was going to say is if you click my photo, it shows you in the gift box and in my photo, my gift gallery. So if you want to pay to push out your live, I don't, but if you're a business, I can see the value. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. As a creator, a personal account, you're paying for TikTok to what? Ultimately monetize you. So if you have something you're promoting, then I get it. Okay? But if you're gonna pay TikTok to push you out, only for TikTok to give you a percentage of your rewards, I don't know if I would agree with that. Because you're probably gonna end up paying more than what you would earn through your rewards, unless you have a topic you're trying to, or a product or a service that you're really trying to promote. That's the only reason why I would say, yeah, maybe. But beyond that, I don't think I would do it. I think I would try for organic engagement and just being consistent. I think something to be said about just staying a course, doing something for 30 days, 60 days, and then reevaluating if that's the right approach. But if you pay for it and you would just have to keep paying for it only to get, if you start getting monetized, that's going towards what you paid, It's just something about that doesn't. Maybe I need to learn more about it before I actually rule it out. But logically, it's not gelling for me. So I just need to hear a little bit more about it. First gift they've ever sent. Express your appreciation. Yes. Yes, you definitely always want to express your appreciation. Absolutely. Absolutely. Did I miss somebody who sent a first gift? I was talking. Lord, was that directed to me? I hope not. I always, I always say thank you because that's it. People don't have to gift you. So that's exactly it. All the gifts that come in, that's people who want to engage and they want to support. So you always want to express gratitude and then say congratulations on level 8. Congratulations, friend. As always, you're so helpful. Thank you for. You're welcome. Have a good day, friend. Make sure you claim your points. If anybody you're gonna leave, claim your points. Thank you so much for being here. I see you all. Yes. Have you promoted ever? I didn't hear. No. I. You're talking about paying to promote for content. Let me say this differently. On my first page, I did do it one time on my my faceless page. My first account for I call it my first account, it was actually the second. But my other account I did do it and I realized why I won't do it anymore. And so yeah, promoted your live. I mean, no, I've never done that. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know that feature. So if that is a feature, I don't know what it is. So I guess I need to do a little research and just see where's that at. Is it on the home screen somewhere where you can promote your live? I know promoting content. That's what I'm talking about. Promoting content. The promoting live, I haven't seen that feature. So that is news to me. So that must be something. Is that fairly new? And I guess I'm asking for the room in terms of people who have gone live. Have you seen that before? Because I can't even picture where it's at that you will promote your live beyond just scheduling events. And like my most recent content, I scheduled an event, which is this live. I promote it that way. You can put your live in your story, or post a content and add it to your story. You can also put a note to let people know you're going live. But paying to promote the live and push out the live, I've never done that, and I don't even know where to go about doing it. I've seen Tony do it, and he made more coming automatically versus the promote. Who's Tony? But you said I've seen Tony do it, and he had more come in automatically versus the promote. Yeah, the promote to me is just you paying money for what TikTok would probably have done anyway for you. And if you got people engaging and knowing how to engage, you don't need to promote it. So that's, but again, I get it. People are sometimes like, okay, I need to get some activity going. I would say be patient, trying to go through the process. You'll grow and you don't have to spend money on TikTok promoting you only for you to use that money to get promoted, and you're not going to get, when you think about getting monetized in your live, you just spent the money that you may have gotten from just paying for them to promote you. So you just got to be patient. That's what I tell people, be patient. I think there's a hastiness that happens, and it's frustrating. Don't get me wrong. I've been there, done that, been there. And so, and honestly still there, because the TikTok goes up and down. People come in your live today and they may not come back for weeks later. And so you just have to constantly stay at and be consistent. So that's what I would say before you pay money to get promoted. Hello, how are you all? I have seen that. Yep. Okay. Yep, true. Yep. So true. Hey guys. Yep. The cost was $8. Yeah. Yeah. $8. And I will tell you, not all your lives you're gonna make $8. It takes a minute to make $8, and it's one of those things where, yeah, you spent money, and they're gonna keep making you spend money. That's why I started to learn from the content promotion. When you spend money, you constantly get those requests. Do you want to promote? Do you want to promote? And I was like, I ain't promoting no more, and I just didn't promote anymore. And so I would say be cautious of that. I wouldn't start that train. Everything you tell the algorithm here, when you do things, it remembers. It is paying attention to what you say and do as you're clicking around stuff. So you want to be cognizant of that. So if you start that, then you got to be ready to get more requests, and it's going to constantly ask you, do you want to promote because you did it once before? Yeah, so you got to be careful about doing that. So I would say, yeah, don't go down that train if you can avoid it. And so, hold on, it says shows promote people driven to, okay, versus organic, huh? Interesting. I have to see what that page is. Maybe, so what will happen is, as new live hosts, the algorithm might be, they have different campaigns they're doing and different ways to promote things. That may be something you all are seeing as newer live hosts that I don't see any, well, I've been doing this to the point where they're like, okay, well, she ain't gonna pay us to promote. She ain't gonna do it, but they may. So maybe I don't see the ad. That's probably what's happening because I don't know anything about what you're saying in terms of promoting your live. So that's probably what's happening too. So they know like, okay, let's try to see if they will do it. And that's how my other page was. My when it came to promoting content, I was fairly new, and I was getting those promotional messages all the time. Do you want to promote? Promote all the time, and I did do it on one of my videos, and I was like, oh, well, this wasn't a good payoff because you get views, but you don't get likes. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that no more. Um, how many, Teresa, you said, how many followers do you have to monetize? Give me 1 second. Let me answer that. Dr. Lisa just tapped in to show love. Oh, thank you so much, Love Digital Solutions. I appreciate you being here. Um, engagement. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Engagement. What is UBC? Alicia, you said thank you, sweet. I'm going to, let me put that, we're going to pivot there. Thank you for being a title gifter. I didn't finish my title gifter conversation. I'm going to get there. Give me about 5 minutes. I'm going to try to get there. I just accepted in the top, in the seller part, but I'm still learning how it works. Carrie, yes. You're talking about TikTok Shop for Seller or TikTok Shop for Creator? Let me know what you mean. Very good information. You're welcome, friend. Okay, so how many followers do you have to monetize? Your question actually is um, going live is one of the first ways you can monetize on this app. So that's the first thing. So how many followers do you need to go live? I think that's your question. And so to go live, people, and we're gonna do a little experiment because you already have live access, Teresa. Teresa, you have 1,500 followers, so you have live access. So you can monetize now. in other words. Oh, you're selling a product, caring. Okay. TikTok Shop for Seller. I don't sell. I'm a creator, so I don't know all the details. I hear it's a little detailed. If there's somebody in the room that can answer, caring how you love LLC, hearing how you live LLC about TikTok Shop for Seller. If you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat, and we'll see if somebody can answer it. I know a little bit about the process, but I've never had to fill out the application, so I don't typically answer seller questions as much. Thank you so much. So what I will say really quickly about monetizing with TikTok, when it comes to TikTok going live, it really is just staying consistent. And so you want to build your community. There is, it's about people coming in and supporting you and making sure you have a topic. I'm going to get to brand in a second because you want to make sure you're talking to your target audience. Because if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. Because people are going to be like, okay, this live ain't for me. She ain't talking to me because I don't even know what she's talking about. Her topic is irrelevant to me. So you want to make sure your brand is very much resonating with your target audience and you are connecting with them, making sure the topic is something that they care about, that ideally you're talking to their challenges, their pain points, and that is something that will ultimately connect to their values and interests. And so you are going to offer some type of solution to supporting them. And so whether it is offering a product solution, offering guidance, offering your consultation, coaching, whatever it is, you want to make sure you're branding yourself in a way that your audience will resonate with your messaging. So when it comes to monetizing, people will come in and support you. People support people they know, like, and trust. And as you're building that know, like, and trust, they're going to say, okay, wait a minute, this is the person I've been waiting for. I need to know more from them because they're telling me how I can get this particular solution, how I can get to the next level. People will hear, they're like, okay, I like Dr. Lisa because she's helping me understand this app and she's doing it in a way that cares and she supports. She sees my questions. She's not gatekeeping. She's honest. She's trustworthy, all the things. And then you stay and you support. So you're building that know, like, and trust. That does take time. And so when we're talking about promoting your live, you can promote your live And even if you pay TikTok to promote it, that doesn't mean people are going to stay in your live. That doesn't mean people are going to engage in your live. So you might be paying mad money after good. So TikTok is going to say, yeah, we had, I'll tell you right now, in my live, there's 95 people in the room. TikTok will easily come back and say, yeah, you had 2,500 people in this live right now. I've been going live 53 minutes. TikTok just said in their analytics, 2,500 people have come through this live in this 53 minutes. Okay? 91 in the room sitting here now. We've seen the numbers go up and down. So TikTok can say, yeah, we promoted your live. You paid the money. But how many of those people came and engaged? How many of those people sat with you and learned from you? How many of those people supported you by sharing the live, tapping the live, gifting, doing the daily heart me, doing all the things, commenting? So just be careful about what you're doing when you're talking about promoting yourself in that way, or using their features to promote you. But what I will say, thank you, wonderful explanation. But what I will say is that monetization comes with how you are supporting people and how you brand yourself. How did you learn all this? Watching others. Well, thank you for asking. I am going to talk about the UBC sale that's happening. They have a module. They actually have so several ways to answer your question. In all honesty, UBC is probably the first way, to be honest with you, because that's what I got when I talked about digital marketing. Give me 1 second. Did you start your live in January of this year doing lives? Did I start my challenge and my journey to go live every day? It was January 1st. Yes, it was January 1st. Okay, gotcha. It was January 1st. So that is why I talk about consistency. That's why I talk about engagement. So look at you all. Thank you so much, Nurse Healing. So I'm going to talk about branding too. So let me get there, because I know some of you are like, okay, Dr. Lisa, get to the point. I feel like I never finished all the details of how to activate the live. Who is new to my room? Because I usually do that while you do. You've been on a long time, huh? I've been doing this. It feels like a long time. It's only been what, we in April now, so it's been a process. It's been a journey, but I learned a lot. I love it here. I love connecting with you all. It really is my purpose. I feel like it's my purpose. I was telling my husband that the other day. I said, this is my purpose. This is really, when you find something, you're like, okay, you know what? This is the one thing I really enjoyed. When I come live, I tell myself, it's time for me to go live. I'll talk to you in a little bit. He's like, okay, go ahead and do your little live thing. So, but yeah, I do like it going live streaming. It's definitely a process. It's a process. This is your call, and thank you so much. I see you, May. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love it. It's so fun. How you doing, Ma? I see that sub sticker coming through. I appreciate you sharing that. And so, yes, it is worth the time you spend. People spend 1, 2, 3 hours, 4 hours a week. Yep, yep, yeah. You're asking a question. That was a question. Is it worth the time you spend? Is it worth it? I think you're asking me a monetization question. I think that's where you're going. You're like, hey, my time is money. And my time is money too. You just went live, happy. That's awesome. How did it go for you, friend? I see you. You said I just went live. I see your comments. TikTok will filter people. Happy will say she gets filtered all the time. But I saw that comment. Good afternoon, beautiful people. How you doing, Keisha? I see you. Hello, Rudy. Yes. You are asking me a monetization question, and I'm going to answer your monetization question very clearly. And I think my friend earlier, who asked about monetizing on the live, I think that was a monetization question too. It was just the way she phrased it didn't get me there quick enough. Taurus girl, how you doing? So I usually say, and this is why I answer this question this way, because a couple people ask me how long I've been. Can you see my comments? Is that what you're saying? Rich Sunflower, I saw that comment. And I saw your laughing emojis, the little laughing ones, but I haven't seen anything else. Yes, I saw the laughing thing, and I saw that comment. Yes, I like to give the community, but I do want some monetization. There we go, Victoria. She's like, wait a minute, let's get to the nuts and bolts here. Let's get to really the nitty gritty. What am I doing here? I'm gonna tell you, and I answer this question on purpose this way because I want you to see it's not something that happens overnight. I was live twice yesterday, both accounts, but my diamonds stunk despite similar likes. So are they? It got cut off. Keisha, so much good information. I appreciate you. Thank you, Rev. I appreciate you too. Good. I see you, Rich. You said good. I'm filtered too. Danielle, I have not seen another comment. That's the last time I've seen a comment. Brilliant topic was you are someone's liked. Make your make your content. I might have misread that, but yes, I don't think I read that correctly. But thank you, Happy. I've been here 30 minutes. Yeah, thank you. I've seen some comments, but and I try to read comments as they're coming through. Diamond stuck, same amount. Likes why? The diamond stunk, same amount. Likes why? How many people are in the room? How much engagement did you get? It's an equation, scale live reward. So all of that matters. Carrie, thank you for being here. When you add my symbol, just put some words there where it doesn't gray out, because that looks like it's called dry tagging. So you want to make sure you always have words when you tag someone's name. That was my topic. Okay, gotcha, friend. Stunk as in I got less, but the likes were 30K. So okay, so yeah, it is likes and diamonds and points you're getting are based on gifting too. So it's the gifting that happens. So when you talk about diamonds, diamonds come as an equation between engagement in your live, the likes, the shares, the comments, that engagement. We just showed you how viewers and points combined with the gifts create that equation that produces the diamond. So you need gifts. You can't get a lot of diamonds if you only get likes, shares, and comments. You need the gifts too. So that equation creates your diamonds. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. It's the combination. And that engagement is also people coming in and doing the daily heart me. That engagement is also people following the live host. But all that combined with the gifting is your diamond. Okay? So maybe my gifts were a little less. Okay, got it. I need a better, I need a better mix. Yeah, that's it. You need the combination. That's the information you need to know, so that you can in turn grow and build your community and talk to people in real talk about how to engage. Okay, 10 days and 100 days in, and it's incredible. Okay, there you go. Chuck, what does that mean? You go live 100 days live? There are really levels to this engagement thing. Yes, it is. I'm picking up what you putting down. There you go, Keisha. Picking up what I'm putting down. There we go. There we go. And what I teach here is telling you how to get people to engage. You got to get people to engage. You got to let them know. And you got to make sure you're saying it in your own way where it's authentic. I don't want you to feel like people feel like, oh, well, all you got to do is engage. No, I want you to know there's a way you have to communicate to your community so that they can, in turn, support you, depending on your topic. Okay? And so you want to let people know how to engage. I need to go live again. Yes, you give so much great advice. You're welcome. Thank you so much. So really quickly, the monetization question. And then somebody asked about UBC. So we're gonna go there. It takes me a while to get there, but I'm going to get there. So stay with me, because this sale ends tonight. And so I'm going to talk about branding. So hopefully I'm going to make it make sense to you. So if somebody asked me earlier, who asked me that question? Somebody asked me earlier. I think it was that 20th century girl, that mid 20th century girl. I think that's what it is. You asked me, how do I know all this? And I told you UBC was probably the first thing that I used to learn. So I'm going to give you my story, but let me answer the monetization from a TikTok purpose, because that question was asked first. So actually UBC was asked first, but I want to segue to show you UBC. So let me ask the monetization question first. Yes, absolutely right. Getting them to engage. Yep. Thanks for answering questions. You're welcome. You're welcome. Like I said, I answer questions. Yes, sir. So really quickly, monetization. Creators want people to watch their lives all the way and click bottom up. What do you think? Teresa, that is for content creators. Yes, and I agree with that, because it's because of the watch time. That's it, the watch time. TikTok is basically saying you watch this video all the way through, and the content creator wants people to watch videos all the way through too, because as you watch a video all the way through, TikTok will push it out to more people when people engage from the bottom up and they reshare, repost it, or they copy that link, they favorite it, so they save it, they comment, they comment some words relevant to the video too. That's awesome because it'll get pushed out to people who are looking for that type of content, and then they engage with the chat. As people are in that particular content, they'll get it pushed out, and then they heart it at the end. So you engage from the bottom up, and you make sure you put words that are relevant. I tell you to do that also because I want you to use that feed, your For You page, to populate things that you're interested in, content that you might be posting on, and then content that you might be talking about in your live. You want your For You page to have that type of information there so that, again, you can engage with people who are looking for that content, hence who are looking for your content, hence that will come to your live and support your live. Okay, so that's the goal. That's the goal. And that's being smart with your branding because you want to find your target audience. Your target audience are people who ultimately are a reflection of you, that are going to like what you like, that have a similar interest. And so you want those people to come to your live. You want those people to engage with your content. You want those people to support you. You want those people to see you as a solution to whatever their pain points are or challenges. And so that's how you want to do that. So, but that means you need to know your brand. That means you need to, and I'm gonna keep pointing UBC because I want you to take advantage of this deal if that's something you're looking to really understand and learn about branding. Okay. So, and then of course I'll continue to support you and teach you about it. Who is better for? Who is better for? It's better for both parties. Probably, I guess I would prioritize the content creator, but the viewer, again, I just played out why that's important for you. So if you're a savvy viewer and you know that content is something you want to engage in, that you want to see, then it's important for you to see that in your feed so you can get those type of audience members, that those people who are viewing that, to come view your stuff. Can you make more than one video on the same product? Yes, you can. Can I ask a question live? Happy, not right now. Because I got a couple things I need to say. Because I'm trying to answer the monetization. I got to get to UBC. If you stay on, if you give me after UBC, if you give me like maybe 6 o'clock, I'll be there. I'll be ready. But just give me a few more minutes because I want to answer the question about. Yes, but let me get answers, some questions answered. Give me 1 second, because I don't want to take us down another path too far. It worked. It's just all over past every pilot program. Definitely said everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I guess I get gifts as I keep going live. Yes, you will. Monetization, then brand, and then I'm gonna go there, and then happy, because happy asked me to come up. So monetization, really quickly. Let me take you on my journey real quick. So I'm going to start with January because brand actually takes you before January, but we're going to start with January. January, I made the commitment to go live daily. Now, before that, I got to tell you brand, how I made that commitment, but we'll start with January. So January, I made the commitment to go live every day. Okay. So when I started going live, I was not getting a lot of engagement. So I like to manage expectations because I'm sitting here now, April, and I'm still doing this. And the room has been rooming lately. I'll say that much because there was times, and there's people who've been in this room where the room wasn't as rooming, okay? But there was people, it goes up and down. And I tell you guys all the time, comparison is the thief of all joy. I can date back to January where the room was rooming. It was over 400 people in the room, or nearly 400 people in the room, right? So true, okay? Where there was nearly 400 people in the room. And it went down and it changed. February was like up and down. February was actually more down than up. March, it started to be a little bit more consistent, right around the 50, 40, 50, just depends, 20s, depending on the room, depending on the time I went live. And so that it is what it is. And again, that number, even as y'all been sitting here, it's gone up and down, up and down. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'm going to continue to show up. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. And people will either sit in the room for a little while and listen to what I have to say and engage with what I'm sharing, engage with the live itself, and then or not. And that's where I'm like, okay, how can I continue to do this and do it in a way that I'm going to support my audience? I'm going to make sure you feel at ease, go live with ease. We're going live, giving you tips and strategies, talking to you about different topics that's going to support you with monetizing, how to engage your audience, how to connect with them, or sit with you for hours. New information daily. Yes. And thank you, Ms. Sterling. You said you're back. And so that's important. So I say that as a way to let you know I remember when my room was not rooming. I remember those days, and really those days was like 10 days ago. It wasn't long ago. It probably was even last week. It's probably less than 10 days ago. But recognizing that this algorithm is just that. It'll come, go. People get pushed in. There's elements of this I don't understand. I don't profess to understand. And then there's things that I get and I do understand. And I share that with you. So that, for all intents and purposes, I think everybody is seeing a boost right now in their lives. Not everybody. People are seeing a boost. I'll say, just say broadly. People are seeing a boost. And so I think that's happening too. But then there's other things that are facilitating that. And that is how you are engaging in the live. The giftings. I see you, my tapping the screen, sharing the live, making sure you're claiming your engagement points and getting your daily heart rate, making sure that you are also commenting and you're connecting with other people in the live. All that matters. Okay? So I want you to make sure that you're here and you're actively engaging and you're not just bystanding, because all of that matters and is support. You said that's right. Yeah. So, so back in January, I committed to going daily. I'm going to answer the agency question as I talk through this too. So I got my first live, I got 7 cents. I tell people that all the time. My very first live, 7 cents. My second live, I got 3 cents. Okay. Okay. My third live, I'm going to say it was like 11 cents. Fourth live might have been 23 cents. And I think in that first week, I might have gotten up to $1. Okay, by the end of the week, or $1.50, something like that. Yes. Okay. So I didn't spend, and so at the time I wasn't going as long as I normally do. I was going probably an hour on average, maybe a little less. Anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour was probably where I was sitting for that first week. That was probably my average time. And then I realized, okay, I was like, okay, well, I got more comfortable with the screen. I was playing. I kind of stayed in my little sandbox, though. I ventured off. I added the little board. I've done my little sticker. I wasn't doing that in January. I wasn't doing that in January. I just stayed in my little box. Okay, I'll go live. I wasn't even doing my hand heart effect. January, y'all didn't get none of this in January. This was not happening. Okay, so I've gotten better. And so I would stick with my little laugh track. Maybe I would do a little laugh here, a little clapping. I probably was excessive with the clapping and cheering because it was just me, just nervous energy, and I was just clapping and cheering. You said that's true. MJ, you was with me. MJ was like, you ain't get none of this. None of this. We said we sure didn't. So you said no, they didn't. I stayed in my lane, became live. And y'all, if y'all look at some of my early content videos, those are clips from my live. I wasn't as animated as either. I was relaxing, but I wasn't as relaxed. Makes me feel better. Yeah, it's a journey. It's a journey. Absolutely. Way fancier now. You said I'm way fancier. I done got the little fancy vacation hair that I'm gonna take out soon. We are the born. Yes, you guys are. You my day ones. Yes, I laugh out loud, laugh at my own jokes on my life. That's it. You got to laugh at yourself. You do. You do. You do. You got to act as if you're talking to your friends, and you are. And you gotta laugh. You got to joke, and they're like, "Okay, girl, that was not funny." Okay, and then you're like, "I know that wasn't funny. That was corny." You say it out loud, So you do all that. So it is a journey. So after going live, where do I find my live videos so I can take clips? It is on your home screen, live recordings. Just slide down that screen when you go, before you press that first go live, scroll down, and it says live recordings. Yep. Yes, we must laugh. Absolutely. Absolutely. He said, you guys are laughing on the other side of the screen. Thank you. You're welcome. How late is the discount on for 11 late tonight? Hold on one second. I messed with, you can check it tonight or just doing the live. It is 11:59 p.m. tonight. 11:59 p.m. tonight. So, and then it goes back to regular price for UBC. So 11:59. I'm gonna walk you all through that because with UBC is a lot. I tell people that all the time. It's a great community, a lot of information. You gotta know how to navigate. You gotta make sure you're engaging. It's a lot. So it also comes with me. So if you get the UBC through me, I will put you in a group chat on Instagram. We'll have a group chat. We'll start there. I'm actually I'm about to hit the setup screen for a different platform. But we're going to do Instagram initially. And so with that, you get put into that group chat. I'll mentor and support you. So you get me with UBC. You also get the bundle as well. So my people who don't have the bundle yet, if you do have the bundle, that's great. But if you don't have the bundle yet, you're going to get that as well. And then I'll let you know how to leverage the bundle for your UBC as a product as well. So that is something I'm offering. Let me talk about monetization really quickly because I want to get there. So if you have questions, we can walk through it. I'm going to show you the platform. I'm going to take you through my journey. It is something that I was intentional in terms of selecting because I was my pre-January time. I was very intentional about my purpose of coming on this app, and so I'll walk you through that as well. How long do you stay on live? Dr. B, I am going to stay on. I talked about in January, I was basically doing maybe about an hour. I think I ventured into over an hour towards the end of January. Towards the end of January, I ventured into over an hour, but for the most part, I stayed at an hour. Nowadays, I think I stay on average like 2.5 hours. I do. Like right now, I've been talking. I go all around the world. I get to talking, and I've already been on this particular live an hour and 15 minutes. So we'll see. It'll definitely be 2 hours. Sometimes it gets to like 2 hours, 3 hours, and then sometimes thank you Simply. I see your friend. You did come in. I see you. How are you, friend? Simply, you are doing your content creation. You are in this thing. Let me cheer for you. You are killing the game when it comes to your content. How many times you posting? You posting like 3 or 4 times a day. I'm proud of you. Look at you. And it's all motivational things to help you think at a higher level and live. Seriously, it is motivating me. We have to talk. We need to talk because you are helping me in terms of my mindset stuff too. So I see you. And so I'm trying to support for now and learn, but hope to get to know more than more of the screen too. Yes, absolutely. Good afternoon, everyone. The bundle includes UBC. Yes, the UBC includes the bundle. The reverse of that, but yes, UBC includes the bundle. Thank you so much. I see those sub stickers. Yes, love Dr. Lisa. I love you too. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much. I see the information. I see you all. Appreciate you all. Okay, back to my journey. OMG, how? OMG, how? OMG, how? Say that again. Say that again. You're welcome. Oh, appreciate it. Jamie Lee, let me say OMG, how? Let me know. Can you talk more about UBC? You said, let me just get to UBC. I don't want to hear about your journey. That's what I took away, Dr. B. I don't want to hear all that stuff you want to get back to. Let me hear about UBC. Dr. B, I was answering I was answering the monetization question. Keisha, I see the sub stickers. Thank you, Simply. Hello, good afternoon. Can you have music in your background when you're live? Yes. I normally do have like YouTube music playing, but I didn't do it today. No, he said not at all. That wasn't for that said that. That wasn't me that said that. You're talking about I'm in Jamie Lee. But how you doing, Betsy? How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Journey, January. So really quickly, let me just explain this. Thanks for confirming. You're welcome, friend. Um, really quickly, the January, and I was answering the monetization question. This is for TikTok. And so TikTok does monetize your live. I told you earlier, diamonds are created based on engagement in your live, people tapping, liking, sharing, following you, new followers, as well as the daily heart me, that's engagement, and the gifting. So as people are engaging your live, you create a diamond. Diamonds is what you monetize. So as you're collecting diamonds, I see you simply, as you're collecting diamonds, in January, TikTok, you have to have a PayPal account on your live in order to monetize. So that PayPal account is how TikTok will pay you. TikTok pays weekly for your lives, weekly on Wednesdays, Wednesday mornings, clockwork. First thing when I wake up, the payment is pending in the bank account. So you can set it so that you get paid out from $1 to 500 if you choose to. So that's based on if you want to accumulate your money and treat it as a little savings account, it'll show up in a monetization and it won't get paid out until you get to 500 or whatever number you decide. January, I decided to pay me out at 100. So that's what happened. So at the end of January, my numbers started growing towards the end. The ban happened. That ban brought people, after the ban was lifted, it was only less than a day. After that was lifted, people started coming to my room. So I saw some incremental growth that was happening. First week, it was like 10 people on average. I'll say on average, by the end of the week, I probably had 10 to 12 people sitting in the room. Not many. Week two, probably again, it was somewhere around about 12. I'm going to say about 12 to 18 that was sitting in the room. Not a lot of people. Week three was similar, 12 to 18. Didn't get over 20. Might have bumped over 20 a few times, but then back down to about anywhere between 12 and 18. Week three, midway in week three, the ban happened. People came back from the ban. TikTok was pushing people in a room. Kind of like now, where there's this, you see this surge that's happening for some of us. We're seeing a surge that happened. You've grown like crazy just since I've known you. Yes, yeah. So there's a surge that's happening, but it was similar to back then. Yes, tap the screen. That's true. We're gonna listen to Miss Darlene. Tap the screen. Share the live. We got some more taps we could do up here. Let's try to get what is it, 50K or so. And so with that, the surge happened. So it was a lot of people in the room. The room was rooming quite a bit. And so about the end of January, I had gotten up to $100. And so TikTok paid me out at 100. I was late, and I tell my subscribers, because I do have a subscription. It's the lowest one that you have on the app. It's $2.99 per month. First month is $2.69, $2.69. But because of that, I was like, okay, I had not, no one really talked about subscriptions. And then I know with the band, you had to update your app. It was a workaround to getting subscribers. So I knew a little issues were happening with the subscriptions, but I did not invest the time to set up a subscription. So I would tell people all the time, set up your subscription, set it up. Just make sure as you're going live, it's there, because you never know who's going to want to hear from you and then get the subscription. Okay. So that is something you want to offer. I'm doing a sub-only live. I need to post a video about this on Wednesday of this week. So my subscriber-only live is happening on Wednesday. Thank you, Simply. I see you, friend. Popular Live. It's going to happen Wednesday at 6:30. Okay? So Wednesday at 6:30, sub-only live. That's one of my benefits. The other one is I do sub-only content. I always do my lives, and I bring people up who are subscribers so we can talk and have conversation. And I also will ask you to, I'll also share information about monetizing. How do you think intentionally about your monetization efforts here in the live? And I'm going to spend some time on subscriptions. I feel like I'm getting more and more questions about it. And I'm going to bring that to the sub conversation so that people who are going live, that's coming to my live and listening, that you're going to be intentional about developing a subscription for a subscription benefit for your community. I saw 101 in here today. So that's definitely sending them your way. Yes, it is. It is. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. You said, I'll be there. Thank you, Simply. I see you, friend. You are in these TikTok streets. So awesome. So that's 6:30 on Wednesday. Back to monetization. So I added the subscriptions in February. TikTok pays subscriptions once a month. I think like in the middle of the month. That's what happens. Thank you for the daily heart me. Do you have your tier set up for this? I have something. I just have not published it. Only because I'm spending so much time with this UBC because the sale ends today. So that has taken me away from talking about subscriptions. I will have it and I'll announce it to my subs on Wednesday first. So that's how I'm going to play that. But thank you, Keisha. Keisha's like, wait a minute, because she said I should have another tier. I should. Okay, you got a great spirit. Thank you so much. No, I appreciate you. You're looking out for me. You're like, look here, lady, you do too much. You need to have another tier. What time? 6:30. 6:30 Wednesday for subs Eastern. It's Eastern time. Yeah, that's the time zone I operate on. Need to set my, okay, yes, set your alarm, set your clock, yes, set your reminder. Yeah. Okay. So what was I saying? So so February sub started and they pay out once a month. Your subscribers, they paid out towards the end of the month for me. So I started at the beginning of the month. I got paid out in the end of the month. February actually was where I started truly growing and monetizing. I told you February numbers in terms of people in your room though was much lower, but it still is how TikTok will get people will engage, people will connect. And so what happened was that I got paid out at the end of February. I set my payout to not 100 anymore to pay out at 500. So I got paid out at the end of February with 500, and then I got paid out with subscribers as well, which was like 139. So again, that was February. March, subscribers in the middle of the month, like 140. The next week was 500 for next Wednesday. I made another 500 for the lives. And so again, it's growing. I say that because I want you to realize, and then last week I got paid like 640 or something like. I think it was 626. That's what it was. And so with that, it grows and it's a snowball effect. When should I go live? You should go live when you get live access. You got live access, shop girl. Go live, okay? Now, are you asking the question about time of day, how frequently, what does it look like? I will say my next response would be go live when it's comfortable for you to go live consistently. Okay? So set a time. So when I started in January, 4 to 6 was my time. I went consistently. This 4 o'clock time frame. From 4 to 6 was my time frame that I was going live. Okay? And I just made that my schedule. Now, TikTok said, actually, you need to be going live later. Because once you start going live, they'll give you analytics to say, okay, here are when your followers on the app. Here's my suggested time based on your followers. And so I know that TikTok was right because I'm on the app. At the times they were suggesting, they said late at night, like 10 o'clock, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11 was good times for me to go live because that's when my people, many of my followers at the time were on the app. And I said, no, TikTok, that's not going to work for me. I'm not, I'm not awake. I'm not alert. I'm not able to do that. 4 to 6 works for me and I can be consistent from 4 to 6. And so that's when I chose to go live. And so I did it based off the time that worked for me. And then I said, okay, there's a different crowd that I'm talking to at 4 because those are my nervous people, my people who are trying to figure out the mechanics of going live. And what I was doing was helping people go live and connect with their communities. So then my 10 o'clock, my 10 a.m. Eastern became a second time I added on in February that said, okay, I want to talk to people who are now going live that want my support, my bundle, my coaching, my Instagram group. And so that's how that evolved. And so I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this, let me do this in a way that makes sense for my schedule and availability, but also so that I'm having a different audience I'm talking to, because I don't want to confuse the algorithm as well as I don't want to confuse the people who are coming to support me and they still are nervous about going live, but they're hearing me talk about, hey, here's all the other services. So that's what happened. Now, today is a little different. Today, I am talking about UBC, and I have to talk about the sale, but that's what's happening here for today. But typically, I do a lot of the go live with ease. I want you to feel confident. I'm nurturing you. I'm supporting you. I'm helping you. What about videos? Doesn't it matter what time of day you post our shoppable videos? Shop girl. Here's what the long and short answer to that is possibly. I will say that, possibly. However, I still will say is about you posting. And so as long as you're getting some content out there, I think that's the first step. The second step I would say is just being, so for TikTok Shop, let me see something real quick when I answer that question for you. You have 1,200, so you have the pilot program, so you're still learning how to do, I'm assuming you have the pilot program. You're still learning how to post shoppable videos successfully. You only get 5 shoppable videos a week, so really it doesn't matter what time you post as long as you use all 5 of your shoppable videos that you can post. When it becomes unlimited, honestly, you should be posting constantly. You should be posting 10, maybe upwards of 15 shoppable videos a day, because you need that volume so that you can be included in any type of viral wave for a certain product. So you want to be cognizant of your product selection, and you want to be cognizant of the type of product video you're doing, the quality of your video. I don't know if posting time matters, because you're doing so much. It don't matter as long as you have a lot of it out there. So I guess that's my answer. Probably not. Yeah. 4 to 6 every day is your time. Yeah. Yeah. So you said I'm gone. I love it. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So I guess the long and short of your answer is it probably doesn't matter. It's a yellow banner. How live you can see above. Yes. Yes. Go live with ease. Yep. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Keisha. Hi, Doc. How you doing, Heather? Okay, Heather. Okay. So really quickly, that was monetization. Dr. B, let me know if you're still with me. Yes, agreed. Yep. Yep. So that answered my question too. Darlene's like, I had that question too. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I hope I answered people's question. I appreciate you all. Okay, UBC. Okay, Amy, that's where I was going. I said, Dr. B, are you with me too? So I'm about to go UBC, because I want to make sure people have this and you catch what I'm giving, because this is, I have it on my forehead on purpose because it keeps blending in the wall. But, nope, it doesn't. You only get 5 a week. So it could be 5 in one day. Miss Darlene, yeah, that was answering your question. So yeah, you only get 5 shoppable videos a week. Yeah, that was answering your question. My live is live. You only get 5 shoppable videos a week. Yeah. The computer cut on me on accident and I hit the button. It's showing my live. Okay, let me go back. Sorry guys, let me go back. Okay. Thank you all. I'm sorry. So here's what I want to do. I saw, just making sure I didn't miss any comments. Thank you. Okay. So really quickly, UBC, let's go there real quick. Thank you all for being patient with me. Journey for UBC, really quickly. I just joined. What do we mean about 5 shoppable videos a week? What is that? That's the pilot program, Mary. TikTok Shop pilot. Mary, doesn't apply to you. You got unlimited access if you have TikTok Shop. You got 5,000 followers. So yeah, that's for people who don't have the TikTok Shop pilot program. And so, you say happy Monday. How you doing? Phenomenal. I'll see you, friend. Okay. UBC is called the Ultimate Branding Course. So quick story, and I'm just going to be very quick about this because I've said this a couple of times now because I've been promoting this this week. UBC is one of the digital marketing courses that are out there. There's several of them. People have different courses that they decided to promote. And so UBC, how you doing again? UBC is now switched over to what's called Master Resale Rights, MMR, to an affiliate program. Okay, so now you become an affiliate similar to TikTok Shop. You are an affiliate for sellers and selling their products. So UBC now has an affiliate program, and you become an affiliate for them. And so with that, when I came on this app, I told you earlier that I had a faceless account, and I was navigating. I was the person that was trying to discern if I wanted to be here, what all this is about. I've heard a lot of stuff about it. Is the creator for UBC named Megan? No. Jasmine. Jasmine and Drea are the 2 people who are running UBC. Yeah. And so, yes, I see the hearts. And so UBC is the ultimate branding course. So when I came on here, I was very intentional about, okay, I want to learn about digital marketing. Backstory is that I have an MBA. I have a PhD in educational leadership. I have an MBA. My business degree is marketing. The concentration was marketing and human resources. My whole focus in higher education. I've worked in higher education all of my career essentially, but in higher ed adjacent right now. And so my focus has been student affairs, focusing on career development. So branding has always been a part of what I talk about as you help people brand themselves when they're looking for a job. You're branding your experience, all the things you've done, and making sure you're connecting the dots to all those experiences as you apply to a job, whether it's on your resume, on your LinkedIn profile, as you're talking in an interview, you are marketing yourself and you have a brand that you are promoting to that company or organization. So I get it. I get it from that perspective. I didn't know about it from a digital marketing perspective. I didn't know enough about digital marketing. You figure I'm a Gen Xer, and so people come and it's like, oh, Gen X is in the house. But I'm a Gen Xer, and so digital marketing to me was like a millennial thing and a Gen Z thing, and now the Gen Alpha. And so I didn't understand it fully, and so that's where I needed a course to teach me. And so I was very intentional about finding a course as I was navigating this space. And I tell people all the time, because I get the scammers that come in the room, or the people who come in the room, the trolls that is, how you doing, Sakiti? I see you, friend. I need to send you a Zoom link, so we're gonna meet tomorrow. Um, but yeah, with that being said, I wanted to understand digital marketing, and I know the trolls will come in and say it's a scam. Digital marketing is a scam and all this other stuff, and I have to mute and block them because at the end of the day, I want people to understand if you are on social media, if you are attending a live stream, if you are posting content, you are a content creator. I'm a live host. You're going live. You are a live host. You are engaging in digital marketing. You are engaging in branding yourself. You are talking to your audience. You are putting your content out there for people to like it and engage with your content. And for your content, hopefully, to have enough likes and engagement that it goes viral. This is all part of digital marketing. Okay, social media is a subset of digital marketing. I just want you to be clear about that because I don't want people to misunderstand when you're talking about digital marketing or taking a course or understanding the different ways to monetize or the different ways to successfully do digital marketing that you don't understand that you're already engaging in the practices of digital marketing. So that I want to be clear about because sometimes that is escaping people. And for somebody to come in a room and say digital marketing is a scam, then I was like, you ain't looked in the mirror. You don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? Get your life together. Like, what are you thinking? You literally are in digital marketing. So I just want to be clear. That's my definition of it, and that is what it is. So you can go back and look it up and see. But within digital marketing, there's multiple streams of making money in it, and so that's what is being taught. But understanding the fundamentals is that you're already engaging in it, and so that's where you want to learn more and how to be successful at it. And so you said thank you. And maybe it's a generational thing, and I had to learn it too because I was clearly one of those people that was like, I don't want to be on social media. Oh my gosh, to show my face. Start off with a faceless account. It's like I don't know what's happening in these spaces. And again, I grew up being very leery of it, obviously. And then when it came to career conversations, I was like telling the students, like, hey, make sure whatever you put out there, it's going to stay out there. Make sure you're being careful about what you're saying and what you're doing and recognizing that is true. Don't get me wrong, that's true. But at the same time, you still can be a content creator and you can be successful with creating your brand in a way that, again, will resonate with your target audience. So you just need to understand how do you do content creation? How do you come live and talk to your audience and making sure that you're resonating and connecting with them? So that's important. So UBC teaches you the fundamentals and understanding of how to create a successful brand. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm going live posting, but I'm so confused. There you go, Frank. You are going live posting. What you talking about? You're posting your content. Um, so yeah, and so I want to make sure you have that foundation because I don't want to talk about something where people are like, well, I don't get what she's saying, and you don't even understand the core of digital marketing. So that's why I did that basis. So when it came to selecting the courses, which course to pick from, UBC rose to the top for me because essentially it talked about the ultimate branding course. How do you brand yourself effectively? And again, how do you brand yourself so that it resonates with the target audience? Now, so what UBC's, its brand has this ultimate, this luxury type feel to it. They're all over Instagram primarily, kind of conveying that type of message. And I tell people that's good. Don't get me wrong, that's fine. People will resonate with that. But make sure you know your own brand too. Make sure you know how you're connecting with your audience and how do you help them understand what you have to offer. And UBC is going to teach you that. But at the same time, how do you make it make sense for you? Okay, and make meaning of it. What you're learning, what you're getting, and how do you apply it to yourself? So that's the most important piece. This is very helpful. You're welcome. Great information. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. So helpful. You're so wise. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. Thank you. Wise. Thank you. I appreciate it. And so when I selected UBC, I had went to other people's lives, and maybe part of it was the lives. It was the people. Maybe it was part of it where I was like, yes, I came in at a good time. Yes, it was the people. It was probably the way they talked about their courses. All of them talk about making money and streams of income, and I'm not downplaying that because that is a perk for UBC because you become an affiliate. So I'm not downplaying that. And as you all know, I would talk about UBC in my stand store, and I would give my little commercial, and I would say, hey, go ahead and get the sneak peek. Let's see what they're going to do with their launch, their relaunch, and how they're going to turn into affiliate. But I really don't promote it. Partially, I don't promote it because a lot of my people are new to going live. And I recognize if you're new to going live, you need to kind of get familiar with the go live process. So that was kind of a barrier for people to say, okay, now get this course too. The course, I think, is helpful if you're someone who is really curious and wanting to think about your go live journey, your content creation journey. How are you marketing and promoting yourself? How are you thinking about the evolution of your brand? So if your brand is going to do, look into brand deals, if you're looking into affiliate marketing, if you want to know more about having a membership, if you want to know more about your content creation and going successfully creating content, that's what these different streams of income come in terms of these online digital marketing courses. Then UBC might be the best course for you because it'll be able to take your brand and now apply it in these different ways. And then they will teach you, walk you through how to actually leverage the different platforms that are out there. Social media platforms, seeking brand deals, how to create a media kit because you have to have a media kit, how to make sure you're developing a media kit too in an effective way, because you got to start with your content creation, talk about your followers, your likes, all the different things that are associated with maybe a brand wanting to work with you. Okay. But you got to know your brand too. You got to be able to say, here's my brand. Here's my target audience. Here are the people I'm talking to. Here's the type of content I'm creating as a result of that. And then you can say, here's why you want to work with me. So that's what UBC teaches you. So I want to be clear about that. I don't want people to say, oh, well, this is not for me. But it's about where you see yourself going. And so thank you, Royalty, for sharing the live. I appreciate your friend. Let me make sure I see a comment. I thought I saw a comment in there. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure if you do leave, make sure you click that daily heart me one more time to claim your points. I want to make sure I am supporting you there too and get your points in. Let's see. I got live at 9 p.m. You go live. I've been doing it for a while now. I need to step things up. There you go, Amy. There you go. Bobby said, what is UBC? Bobby, that is what I'm explaining right now. Stay with me, dear. We're almost there. That's what we're talking about. So, okay, so I gave you the backstory. UBC, DWA is out there, DBA is out there, RBA is out there. All of these digital marketing courses are out there. Okay, so UBC is what I decided to go with because I was going to lives. I told you that. I was seeing people's spills about the courses and trying to hear what their angle was and what they were sharing. I was doing all the things. And then I was saying, okay, what makes sense for me? And for me, it was the branding. That's essentially what happened. It was the branding. Okay. Do you incorporate views on your faceless Instagram account? It is. That's where I started. I told you. I'm an evolving woman. Okay, I'm evolving. You are seeing my evolution. Okay, I said it in January. I was not the same person I said who sits here today. So what? And I told you my first page on TikTok was faceless. My first account, second account technically. And so I decided to take UBC on a faceless journey with me because I was still faceless when I started, and I got UBC back in, what did I say, October or so. And I decided to take it on a faceless journey. And so my Instagram started off faceless. If you go to my Instagram, Launch Your Income, it is still faceless. Now, I've been saying it in this live, like I need to change it because I need to now be face forward, similar to what I do here. And even my YouTube is also primarily faceless. I have a couple face forward videos, and now I have this playlist that I'm co-streaming my lives on in the last week. So I'm face forward. So I'm now in that transition where I'm going to make sure everything is face forward because I've made that conscious decision to be face forward. Okay. So, but UBC taught me how to be faceless. UBC did teach me how to be faceless. They have a faceless module. And so that's where I did it from that perspective, Faith. Thank you for asking that question, though. Thank you for saying that because I keep forgetting to name that, that my account is faceless for that. If so, have you had success? Yes, yes, yes. I've sold, if that's what you're asking. I've sold UBC faceless. So yes. So I will say that, yes. However, if I was really to be honest with you, I will say I've had more success selling my bundle, come in here in this space, face forward, than I've had with UBC faceless, in all fairness. I haven't got there yet. You haven't got there yet, Ms. Darlene. You're gonna get there. It'll come. Like I said, I was an evolving person. I've been evolving. I appreciate that. And so, yeah, I've sold faceless. And then what I will say to that is that, thanks for sharing. You're welcome, friend. What I will say to that is that I think people support people they know, like, and trust. And so that's the evolution that I will say. And so as you are connected with your community, as you're talking to them, people want to see you. People want to connect with you. They want to hear your journey. They want to get to know, like, and trust you. And that comes with them seeing the whites of your eyes and talking to you, hearing what you have to say. So, yeah. So I think you're right. Yep. Yeah. So I think that's important. If you are going to do this, the live streaming also offers that vehicle to do this in a way that you're able to establish that know, like, and trust. So I think I know some people are big content creator people. I'm not. So maybe I'm a little biased. I'm gonna name that. I'm biased. Okay. I am biased when it comes to live streaming versus content creation. Because UBC teaches you a 2 hour, almost 2.5 hour module on live streaming. So somebody asked earlier, like, how did I learn all this? UBC, when I say that, because that's the first place I went to. And then, so it teaches you that. But a lot of their content, a lot of their modules and their work is helping you understand how to create your brand through your content creation. I don't know. Content creation to me is like, I like just talking. I like just coming on here. And the task of creating the content, doing the videos. Like I posted something today and I did it for UBC. It took me a minute to do that. I don't know why. Content creation to me is so annoying. But it is. But hey, to each their own. I think people have preferences. And I would say just make sure you have the right resource that's going to teach you everything where you can dib and dab in different ways. That's what I would tell you. And again, that's what UBC has been for me. Okay, it's been the place I can go to learn a little bit about video editing, because I've used that. There's a whole thing on video editing. So when you see my video, I did some little clips and cuts, and I did my, what you call your B-roll, and I did all that stuff, and I pieced it all together, and you see my most recent video. But a lot of times I just take my live stream and I just post clips from that. So I cheat because I like the live stream, because it's like, let me just throw this out here from my live that I did today. So that's what I do. But I know people love the content creation part of it too. Is it a simple flip your camera to show your screen? Yes, ma'am. I'm about to do it like in 30 seconds. The video today was funny. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jamie Lee. I appreciate it. I was like, let me try something different. Let me try something. But, at the end of the day, I'm trying. Yes, thank you so much. The anxiety song, yes. How do you get your live stream to post as content? Oh, you get recordings. So somebody asked earlier where the recordings are. After your live stream, you get a recording. TikTok gives you clips too. I don't use the clips. I just go in and clip my own stuff. But yeah, you get recordings. You dancing was good too. Thank you so much. I can't dance. Hey, I don't claim to dance, but that was it. That's all you get. That's what I said. The content creation to me is like, but I got to get used to it. I got to do a little bit more, especially if I'm going to be in this space. And that's what I said. The digital marketing elements. The course teaches you that, but you got to be comfortable with all facets of digital marketing. Or at least learn it, especially from a content creation. And what I'm doing is trying to build my content so that if I do want brand deals, if I do want to evolve, I'm going to have to be intentional about making sure brands can go back and look at my content and say, okay, here's why we want to work with her. Here's what's going on. Here's what she's doing. And so just share that too in my content as much as I do it here live. So that's part of it. But I learned that from UBC. So it's a part of the whole learning as you grow and try to figure things out, and having the right tool that will get you there. So somebody asked about flipping my camera. If you click my screen up here, I'm going to talk for maybe another 30 minutes. If you click my screen, my photo, and my screen will pop up, my live profile will pop up. If you click my profile again, I'm going to flip my camera. So I'm hitting the more. There's 3 dots with more. I'm clicking that, and I'm going to take you a couple different places. Well, let me see. I'm going to take you a couple different places. I am going to take you a couple different places. We are going to first start with, I'm going to show you UBC, but I want to make sure I had it open. I didn't have it open at first. I'm back, honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You talking about my video. You went back to see, like, what did she do? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm trying, y'all. Like I said, content creation versus live. I'm always pick live. That's where I like this space most. Yeah, I like the live space. Okay, so UBC. Let me give you the quick rundown. UBC is very creative. Thank you. UBC was a master resale rights course yesterday. Yesterday before 12 noon. Okay. So it's a course where you could have bought the course, and a lot of these courses did that when they rolled out over the last 2 years or so. Your UBC video. Oh, so it is so great. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Laura. Dr. Laura, did you promote? Did you promote UBC? Because Dr. Laura bought it in the last, I want to say the last month, but I know you said you were still waiting to get into it. So I don't know if you had started any of the promotional stuff. And Dr. Laura, let me say this to you, friend. I know you have bought, so I'm going to add you to the group. So she bought about a month ago. I'm going to add you to the group. They gave us, obviously, real short notice to change it over to an affiliate program. So I'm going to make sure you are in the group and you can learn how to leverage it. But they changed it from, they changed to affiliate program for master resale rights. So master resale rights, essentially what it did is say that you bought a course, you can sell it at 100%. So you bought a course, you can sell it. Here's the logic, and this took me, once I got on the other side of having UBC, I understood it. I have not, I'm trying to get through the rest of my Yes, you're teaching. I totally understand. How do you make your live video go live to my? I don't know what you mean. It got cut off. Let me know what's the second part of that question. Um, so UBC launch site. I don't understand the question. Coming through to collect my daily harvey is what is that um, what you bought? Did you buy something simply? Did you actually officially buy it yet? Let me know if you actually bought. I think you did, but let me know. Maybe you didn't come over into the Instagram group, so let me know that. No, it's not what you bought. I'm not teaching this summer though, so I can focus on my business. There you go, Dr. Laura. That's it. Yes. You need to get into the Instagram group. I don't think you sent me your Instagram information, but it is not what you purchased. This is the course for branding. It's a course that's in my stand store. It's at the top of my stand store. It's a course that's in my stand store, and I'm about to show it to you all. But really quickly, master resale rights. When they started selling these courses, and again, I'm giving you guys kind of a crash course on understanding these courses and what was happening. They were promoting them as master resale. So if you buy a course, you could resell the course. Now, a lot of people saw that as a great perk. A lot of people was buying these courses and not using the courses. That's the problem too. It's a perk, but you got to use the course. You got to know what you're doing. The value and the benefit is opening up the course and following some of the information they share. Hi there, heading over to meeting coaching session. I'm so much in school. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, Michelle. Thank you so much. She is my moderator for YouTube. So I'm co-streaming on YouTube. So you see me in both places. And in my YouTube stream, you can take it now and watch it. So I'm co-streaming, so you can download it and download it. So you can go to YouTube and watch the playlist instead of me having to download it and upload it to YouTube. I decided to co-stream. Michelle is great at YouTube. She is mainly on YouTube. She's coming over to TikTok to do live. So if you want to grab, yes, Michelle crochets. She's a person you want to grab to help you with YouTube. If you're thinking about going here to stream, post content, she understands YouTube a whole lot. So I would say, yeah, definitely have her as your person. And she's also coming here to TikTok to do live, so she'll be doing lives more frequently too. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube, it's Launch Your Income. Go over there, like the live, look at the playlist. If you look at any of my shorts and comment, I'm going to go and look at your short and comment and then subscribe. So make sure you subscribe because I want you all to grow. So that's the strategy I'm using to grow, but I'm also telling people what I'm doing so that in turn you can grow too. And then you tell your community, hey, here's something I'm doing so you can grow multiple platforms, multiple streams of income. Okay? So this is intentional. And like I said, as I do things, I don't gatekeep. I tell you what I'm doing, and I want you to be successful doing it as well. Okay? So there's no reason why you can't get your follower count, your subscribers, because YouTube is funny about fake engagement. So you want to make sure people watch things, like, comment, then subscribe. So watch, like, comment, and then just subscribe. Okay? I love that about you. Yes, oh yeah, that's it. Hey, that's what we got to do. We got to tell people what we're doing and bring people along the journey. Master resale rights, really quickly. Master resale rights basically says that you can sell this course. What these courses were doing, though, they were putting their affiliate links inside the course. And so people would hit their affiliate link and then they would get a commission. Similar to how when you buy a course, when you have TikTok shop, somebody click your link, buy your product, you get a commission. So that's what they were really banking on, the affiliation with these other businesses, these other companies, affiliation with school, affiliation with Stan, affiliation with ManyChat. Any of these other companies, if people click the links that are embedded in the course, they would get a commission for it. So if you have a lot of sales, even though you are not necessarily getting your affiliate at that point, the master resale said, okay, people are going to click the links inside the course, and then you would get the affiliate, you would get the commission that way. Well, what was happening? People weren't clicking the links, and so they weren't getting commissions. People would just go to the company website. People would just go directly to the platform and subscribe there, or add the program there, or not. People were buying these courses and not using them, and just reselling them and not clicking the links. So then they said, okay, well, we got to fix that. we're going to make our program, our course, an affiliate program. Okay? And you'll see now there's different models of affiliates. So you have people, so UBC is 85-15. You get 85% with any course that you sell. You are now an affiliate, so you get a commission. So you get 85% commission. And then some of the other courses are like 70-30. You get 70%. Some are 50-50. You get 50%. So just recognize that that's the affiliate program. I say this because I want to make sure you understand what's happening here with this sale. And again, I don't gatekeep. So if you get the course, that's great. If you get it from me, I'm offering a couple other benefits because I want to make sure I'm not the person that sells you something and then I say bye-bye. I want to make sure you feel supported. So, and because that's essentially what happened to me. I bought the course from somebody. She's never reached out. She's never said, how are you doing? How's everything going? How's your growth strategy? I've never gotten an email from her. Never gotten a message in TikTok from her. So just recognize there are people who are out there doing that. That's just trying to sell a course to sell a course. A bunch of those. Yeah, a bunch of those. I'm not that person. And honestly, at the end of the day, I want to make sure I'm helping people, and I want to make sure people are feeling valued from me helping you. So if if you're somebody who's just trying to buy courses and just sell a course and promote it, that's fine. What I will tell you though is just think differently about how you are leaving that person not feeling supported, not feeling helped, because these courses they're a lot of money, but they have a lot of information, and it could be too comprehensive. So you want somebody to share information so you can know what you don't know, okay? Because if you have somebody who's already walked that walk, they can share how, okay, here's some things you might want to think about. Here's some other strategies you might want to look into. Okay, so I say that. Thank you, Kenyatta. I appreciate you. Yes, yeah. So that's important. That's how, like I said, I did a whole dissertation that focused on mentorship in the context of an internship, but literally researching the mentorship relationship, and that to me is important. I don't want people to feel like they got something from me and I left you high and dry. So back to UBC. I'm going to show the course real quick. So if you click my screen up here, my screen pops up. Click my photo, my screen pops up. If you click it again, it's going to take you to my profile. We're going to do a real quick review of UBC. And you can see right here where it says Stand Store. That's where we're going to. Actually, let me go here. I'm sorry. Let me go to UBC first. We'll go to Stand Store first. So let me show the platform. You're welcome. I appreciate you, friend. You can see where the UBC, I always point this out because I want you to know how many people are in this community. This program has gone viral a couple times because people see the value of branding yourself. And they do have a really great brand. And so you want to make sure you are there. Okay. And then with the, hold on. With the platform, you can see where they're talking to people, that the chat is chatting. The chat is chatting. And so you have all that stuff here. Okay. And so I want you to do all that. And then we are going to go, hold on, let's see. We are going to go, let's see. I may have to go back up here to the classroom. Okay, so there we go. And then you're going to see all the different modules. So they have 40 different modules that are in here. I actually need to sit down and count them because I want to say it's maybe slightly over 40. And they do 5 different languages. So we're going to walk through this a little bit more slowly. So let me go back to the top. So you have where you get started, and then there's the things that are kind of the fundamentals of how you are thinking at a higher mindset. So they go into some mindset stuff, just so you understand your brand. Like I say, UBC is about making sure you have a brand that will resonate with your audience, but also how do you create a high quality brand. So they really center a lot of their works around a high quality brand. Then you have your affiliate links. It goes through all the things you're going to need to get up and running. They share information about the bundle, the different platforms, Beacon, Go High Level, Stand Store, System.io, the Content Vault, Reselling Mastery, all those things are there. Then you have how to launch. So you have your email marketing, you have all the things that you need to do to be successful. And then you have other modules that's going to help you understand how to create content that is evergreen. When you think about evergreen, meaning that the links don't go away, people can go back to, especially when you think about like a YouTube, people can go back and still connect with you from that content. They're going to talk about using AI. Using AI, this is this is a slightly newer module for them, but they always talked about ChatGPT, but now they've expanded it to other AI platforms. And recognizing that AI is here to stay, people are using it all the time. So you want to make sure that you understand AI, how to leverage it effectively. If people are telling you not to use it, that means they don't know how to use it effectively. Attraction marketing, that's a really big thing about understanding your brand, how to connect with people so that it resonates. And then faceless marketing. I told you there's a whole module in terms of faceless marketing. Content creation, automations. Like I said, ManyChat is a big one that they use. And then UBC is really big on Instagram. That's where they mainly post a lot of content. They leverage Instagram quite a bit, especially Reels. And then they have some other videos and stuff. How do you create videos that's going to add value? They have a module on YouTube. I told you I'm streaming on YouTube, so I need to go and look at this module. This is a module I have not done a deep dive on, so this is something I need to do my homework on. But what I have done my homework on was TikTok and then the TikTok Live sales strategy. So I'm really into this. I'm going to click TikTok Live strategy just so you see how the modules look. And this is where you see the quick videos that they do. They're not super long videos, but I told you, mindset, confidence, being intentional about the algorithm, user behavior, setting your goals. So they walk you through all the difference, the screen, the setup, the visuals, your audio. How do you have vivid storytelling, all the things that you want to share. So this is helping you understand how to go live and how to use this platform to do it and talk about solutions for your target audience. So they speak to, again, what is your brand, who's your target audience, and how do you connect with them. So that was key for me. Let me scroll back. It took me all the way from the beginning. Let's go back. Now, sorry you all, that was fast. Okay, and then you have the video editing, your business expansion, understanding taxes, and then it gets you into content creation, mastering memberships, affiliate marketing, having a brand that's going to support you getting affiliate deals. And then the other one is the beauty business branding, brand deals. So working with companies again to get brand deals, and then efficiency and organization. And then they have all their lives recorded. They have the live recordings, so you can go back and watch other recordings for any of their meetings. They do mindset meetings. They also do weekly FAQ meetings on Wednesdays. And then they have a funnel building. How do you build a funnel effectively? And then it goes into the other languages. So now it's starting all over in Spanish, and then I'll do the other languages. So that is UBC as a whole. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, the community will get to chatting, and it becomes a lot. And those modules become a lot in general. And so let me move the sticker up a little bit. I'll put it to the side. So it'll come a lot of information for certain people, in a sense of like, okay, is this going to really, where do I go to find this? What do I do here? So what I tell people is that if you buy the course, you're going to get the course. You will also get me. I will put you into an Instagram group chat to make sure we're connecting and building, and you can ask me questions. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And so you can ask me questions, and you can connect with me. We'll use that as a way to kind of get clarity about what's being shared with you. How do you find information? If you're thinking about a certain approach to building another stream of income with your brand, how do you identify your brand and your target audience? All that stuff. So I buy a bundle in UBC in here. You can buy UBC in here and you'll get the bundle. Yes, two things. Let me take you to my Stan store. So now we're gonna go to Stan. If you click my image, come up once. You click my image again, it's gonna take you to my Stan store. To my profile. And then we're gonna click the Stan store link in my profile, right there. And here's what you're getting. You're gonna get UBC. This is what you're gonna click. The sneak peek, you can click it. I just tell people that this $150 sale ends at 11:59 tonight. UBC is normally $4.99. It is $3.49 today. 11:59, that deal goes away. So if you were to get UBC and you want to just get the sneak peek just so you can get some more information, you can grab it. That's totally fine. If you need to think about it a little longer, it's totally fine. I'm going to hit enroll now. So you have it here. And so that's where you see the $3.49 amount. And then I tell people, go ahead and look through here. This is what you're going to purchase. So Marietta, this is what you're clicking first. The enroll now for UBC. That is what you're purchasing. Okay? That is what you're going to purchase. And you will get that. And it gets you into the community. This is my affiliate link. So you get added into the affiliate immediately by UBC. You're going into that community I just shared with you. That's what you're doing. Okay? Now, my people who do buy, I put a caution to you. If you buy, I would say don't get this payment plan here. Buy either Afterpay or Klarna. Those are the ways you want to purchase. Because if you do get the payment plan, let me be very clear. If you pay your money and for whatever reason you don't follow through with the payment plan, because it's not as if you paid in full. If you do Afterpay and Klarna, you actually pay in full and then you have a payment plan with them, which is totally separate. But if you pay with this payment plan, you have not paid in full and you are being asked to pay still. And if for whatever reason you don't pay, miss a payment or whatever, you get removed from the program. I cannot help you. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just simply an affiliate. Okay? So you are no longer going to be in the program. You would have lost part of your money and there's nothing you can do about it. And so I just want you to know, make sure, and that's why I said, click the terms and conditions, make sure you understand what you're doing. But at the same time, I would say pay now and then use Afterpay, get on their payment plan, or Klarna, get on their payment plan, and you can do form payments. You can just work with them to make sure you're approved. Okay, I got the launch and blueprint button. Yes, you did. You did not get UBC. UBC I was not promoting because I knew they were about to do this deal, so I did not promote it because I didn't know how much they were going to do the sale for. And they just launched this deal. They just launched this deal for $3.49, and it ends on it ends tonight at before midnight, 11:59. So again, I don't control that. That is also through UBC. So I just want people to know tomorrow it will be back to the $4.99 price because that have nothing to do with that. That is 100% them in terms of how they're running this sale. They've never done a sale before. So because they've never done a sale before, they asked the community, should they do $100 or $150? The community actually voted for $100. People was like, oh, just do $100. And they said, no, we've never done a sale before, so we're going to do $150. So I say that to you because I know they're never going to do this again because the community didn't even ask for it. But they wanted to make this like a big deal, and so they did it that way. Okay? And I always say, is it worthwhile to buy UBC now that it's affiliate? Okay. Okay, and that is linked in your store or through your email. Both, actually. It's in my email as well, but it's here. It's here, and the email that I sent out has the link in it, and it's in my Stan store. We are in my Stan store. This is my Stan store, and it's here. And then my friend Crystal, you asked, if you buy UBC, here's my honest opinion. And now I got to show you the whites in my eyes. Let me flip my screen back. If you buy UBC, here's what I tell people, and I don't gatekeep. If you're someone who's a serial, I buy courses and I don't use courses. I bought the lunch bundle already. Yes. Um, if you buy courses and I don't use courses, and you're that person who does that, don't buy UBC because you ain't gonna use it. You know, I ain't gonna take your money, and don't let nobody else take your money if you know you're not gonna use it. Um, I will say though, if you're a person who says, "Okay, I'm gonna do this, but I need to know," you see you laughing at me. I'm serious. Don't do that to yourself. Don't spend your money like that. Don't do that. That's just me being real. But I'm going to tell you though, if you are saying I'm going to do this and I need to know how to do it, I need to have the right course to teach me how to do it, then that's where UBC comes into play. And that's what I would tell you. So UBC becomes beneficial because I can go back and like I just said, I'm looking at brand deals. I've gone already. I looked at their module. I understand what I need to do. I know I need. You said that's me, Sakithia. I know I need to fix my content. I need to make sure I'm doing more content. I recognize that. And I need to work on me. I need to work on content creation. The beauty of me coming live, that was my first thing. I need to go live. I need to do something. So the beauty of me going live, it now makes me have to create content because I need to have content for my live community. And like I said, I take clips from here, but I'm trying my best to post some original content too. So I'm doing that a little bit more. So what I will tell you is that it just depends on what you're trying to achieve. You're already in digital marketing. You are here. You're in this space. And I tell people you're in this space all the time and you don't realize you're in this space. So then it's a matter of, okay, what are you going to do and how are you going to get better? How are you going to improve? And then a course like this will teach you how to improve. It's going to teach you about how to recognize that you have a brand. How do you elevate your brand? Do you use it like a reference or a source and you go back and look at your specific modules? I do. Yep. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's exactly what I do, MJ. So MJ, I've gone back to review content surrounding my stand store because I just added funnels. So they have a whole funnel building module. So I added funnels. I went back when it was time for me to look at brand deals because when I was hitting 10K, I was like, okay, I want to be at the point where I can start reaching out to brands. Like, let me hear a little bit more about that. Somebody in the weekly meetings talked about that person, they said they had gotten several brand deals. So I was like, oh, okay, let me go look at that module because I hadn't looked at it. So then I went back to look at it. I was like, okay, I see. I did the memberships. You guys heard me talk about memberships. I went back to look at the membership module. So that's another one I'm kind of doing a deeper dive into. I guess I won't miss the deal. I get paid tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can't if I could extend the deal for you all, you guys know I would do it. You know I would do it. But I can't extend the deal. It's not my affiliate program. I wish I could. Only thing I would recommend, like if you did the payment plan or something like that through Afterpay or Klarna, one of those, not the other payment plan. But the other payment plan, I'm waiting for them to send an updated link so that won't even be an option in the future. So, but beyond that, I mean, it would be up to you to say, okay, if you want to get it in the future or not. I know I wouldn't go through content in order to, but I like to do something and looking at best practices. UBC would be your best practice. That's where you would go for your resources, and you would understand. Like for example, I said I have to go look at the YouTube module to make sure I'm thinking intentionally about my YouTube. So what I'm doing here, I think is great. And yes, Michelle Crochets, she's helping me understand YouTube a little bit more. I would want to go back and just look at the module just to make sure if there's any other nuggets and stuff that I'm missing out on, which is, I'm sure it is. There's some things that I'm not paying attention to. And so you have people who are 6, 7, 8 figure earners that are in there teaching the module saying, okay, here's what you need to do. Here's what you need to think about. And they have these little quick videos for you to learn from. Would you have time to chat after today's live before the sale ends? Crystal, yeah. How would you like to connect? Let me know. Crystal, are you in a group? Let me know. You're in the IG group. Send me a message and we can chat there. How does the other payment plan work? If you want me to, I'll even do a Zoom. Let me know if I need to do a Zoom with the group. Maybe I'll put that in the chat with the group. If there's anybody interested, maybe ask. I don't know, 7 o'clock, 7:15 or so. I can do a Zoom if people want to meet with me as a bigger group that are already in my IG group chat. Would you have time? Okay, so how does the other payment plan work? Crystal, Klarna and Afterpay are the ones that I'm recommending. The other payment plan that UBC has out here means that you pay 3 payments on time. um, that's my understanding. Hold on 1 second. Let's read it. 3 payments on time. Yep, that's what it says. See it right there. 3 payments of 117. So that's what you do. And like I said, you just got to make sure. You know, yes. Please. Yes. Yeah. So that's that payment. And again, I don't want y'all to be each month. Yeah, for the next 3 months. Yes, yes. Klarna and Afterpay, let's go back to the other one. I think they give you options to pay four interest-free payments. So that's their program. And then Klarna is you pay in 4 interest-free payments or over 3 and 6 months. I think you have to learn more to see how you can do that. I'm not. I think again they're third party, so your arrangement is with them. So you paid in full according to UBC, but your arrangement would be with them. So I would say if you were to do it, just see what the criteria is and see if those are the ways you can do it to get the deal. You said I can do that each month, yeah. So you just have to make sure that you're able to arrange and do it in that type of arrangement. So let me know. So what I told people is that if you purchase UBC, let me go back. What's your question? How do you get it to buy? How do you get to it to buy? Okay. Click my photo here, and then my screen will pop up with my information. And then click my photo again. It takes you to my profile. It takes you to my profile. And then in my profile, you're going to go to the one on this side and roll down. Okay? And that's what you're doing. And then you just click down. So now you can read all the information. Okay. And let me be clear. I'm saying this because I'm saying this out loud for people who buy. You'll get an affiliate link. That's my affiliate link. So you would then add this to your storefront, and you could promote it that way if you chose to. So this becomes your course that you could promote and be an affiliate for as well. So that's how that works. I just want to make sure I said that out loud just in case people are like, okay, what does that mean for me in the future? You become an affiliate. Okay? And so that's where you would get the course and you would purchase it. And you're purchasing, essentially you're purchasing it directly with UBC. And then what I said is that I will add my people who purchase from me. I would start a separate link, Instagram group chat just for Dr. Lisa's UBC group chat. So you can have access to me and we can go in that chat and talk about all things UBC. Okay? Whereas the other group chat is like TikTok, making sure you can go live, all the things that you can do to share your social media. This one I want to talk about UBC. So as people are attending different weekly meetings for UBC, or if you are trying to get yourself up and running, I can answer questions. We can chat about all things UBC. So that's what I want to do. And then if for whatever reason, because I know most of the people in the room have my bundle, but if you don't have the bundle, I'll add the bundle just for your UBC purchase, just so that you have that particular course or product as well that you can have. And that's the bundle here. So it's $57 now, so you get a little extra if you got the UBC course from me. But it also will allow you to have that bundle to support having another product in your storefront. Okay? So I want you to be intentional about what you're doing. And if you have the bundle already, that's good, because then I can talk to you very intentionally about what's going on here. I'm only doing that for this UBC promotion. I won't do that in the future. I'm going to be clear about that. I'm only doing it for the promotion just to make sure that people are able to take advantage of the promotion and get get that added support. Okay. But the mentorship will always come. I'm going to always mentor you. I'm just referring to the additional bundle. Yes, that's the price. So it's usually $4.99 and it's $150 off. So it's $3.49. Okay. All right, friends. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me make sure. Oh, okay. You said, oh, okay. You're like, oh, okay. That's what's happening. Yes, that's what's happening. I just messaged you on IG. You messaged me on IG. Okay, Crystal. Awesome. Awesome. Let me know if you have any questions, my friends. It's 6:30. I want to make sure people are able to purchase. If you want to DM me, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer questions. Again, like I said, I don't control UBC. I just tell you when they're doing a promotion, I'm here to support you. They probably will not do 150 ever again because this was for this particular affiliate launch. And like I said, the community said 100. And so I think if you ever see another deal, it might be just $100 off, not 150. So I think that's the way they will do it. I will also be someone who has like a someone who is thinking about the future. I think they are going to increase the price because their affiliate is $85.15. In order for them to get a bigger cut, which they have kind of talked through and teased that they may increase the price, I don't think it's going to forever be $4.99. So I say that just to let you know that it could be an increase that happens probably even before the year is out, that they will increase the price. I can get paid to share it as an affiliate. Yes. Yes. Yeah, as an affiliate, you get a commission of 85%. Yeah, so you will get, this is a product that you have in your store. I tell people that's a perk to make sure you can promote as an affiliate. What I say is that the course is the value. So I caution people from buying courses just to sell courses because then you're always like, oh, I just need to sell it. And then it's like, okay, wait a minute. You actually need to go into the course and be able to talk about it and do some of the things in the course so that you can really see the value and then promote it and sell it. So yeah, there's a lot of people on here that's just selling courses, but I don't want to do that to people. I want people to really understand how to get the value. No, I need to use it first. Yes, yep. That's what I would tell you. That would be my recommendation. And so I would say use it, understand it, then promote it. You can always have it in your stand store. Don't get me wrong. You can always have it in your storefront. And if people want to buy it from you, that's great. They may see it in your content. You may do some promos about it. But at the end of the day, it really is about you leveraging the content of how you create a brand that's going to resonate with your audience. That would be my recommendation. Do you show people how to set up the store? The stand store? Let me ask Kenyatta. Yes. UBC actually has a whole module that I followed to get my storefront up and running. So honestly, I would tell you to go to UBC first because they have videos that walk you through each of the steps. But yes, I've done it to my store. I move stuff around. I understand all the setup process. So I can definitely, that's what I'm saying. That's valuable where you have UBC, you go to the stand store module, you walk through it, and then you're like, oh, I didn't understand this part. Let me message Dr. Lisa in the group chat or individually and ask her about this piece that I'm seeing I'm a little confused about. I'm available to you, so I will be with you along the way. And I can say, okay, here's what you need to do, or here's how I did it. Can we change the templates? Change the templates for UBC? For what? The affiliate page? This is not changeable. This is yours. I mean, this is UBC's. You can't change any of this. This is their website. Yes, UBC. No, this is their website. Let me say this differently. Yes, you could have they have a couple different links. So this is their affiliate page. They have a page. They actually shared this in the video. So I'm using their affiliate page. If you have a different page that you want just to kind of take you to this part, like maybe this checkout page, they do have a different link for that. So yes. So people who have their own branded website, or if they have some other platform that they're using, they have a link that you can request, and it'll just take people to the checkout page for UBC. So it's like a checkout link. So yes, you don't need the entire website that I have. This is because I don't have a separate page as I have it on my stand store. I chose to use this main link. This is called the main link. And so I chose their main link option. Yeah, so I think I answered your question, Crystal. Let me know if that answered your question. You said you like the launch pad. Okay. I'm looking at your comment. Oh, simply, what did you purchase? You just purchased what? The bundle? Let me see. Let me see. What did you say you just purchased, friend? I see you. What did you purchase the bundle? Or did you get, let me see what you get, friend. Oh, you got UBC. You said I just purchased. Okay, friend. Okay, I see you. Simply said, I'm doing it. Hold up. I'm gonna say this. Your content lately, ma'am. You are doing it. Seriously, you are doing it. Look at you. You like I'm not playing. 2025. Look here. I am not playing. Y'all think I'm messing around? I'm not doing it. I see you, friend. You're like okay. Um, I put but the Launchpad I can change templates. I bought that before it changed. I don't know what is Launchpad another platform? I'm in here. Yes, queen. Yes. Then when you said no, I got things to do. I hear you simply. That's how I am. I'm the same way. I'm like, hey, there's levels to this. There's levels, and I need to make sure I understand the different levels. You said the bundle, Crystal. What you say the bundle? Oh, the launch and earn blueprint. You got that, and you said, what are you asking? Let me understand. Are you talking about the bundle? Let me know what you're asking. The bundle. Can you change? The branding and resell the bundle, absolutely. The bundle is 100% yours. You can rebrand it. Yes, you can rebrand it. You can promote it as your own product, put it in your storefront, and talk to your community. Absolutely. That's why I said with UBC, I know people who already bought the bundle. You got the bundle. You can rebrand it and put it in the storefront like I did. What I want you to do, and so if you get it from me today, I'll include the bundle for those who don't have it. But what I will tell you is that you want to have, and we're going to talk through this. This is partially now. If you understand digital marketing, you always want to have a couple different products in your storefront that you can talk to. And again, that means that you understand your community and your brand and who you're talking to. And so as you're talking to them, you're going to say, well, these are the different types of solutions that are out here for you. But you may have a solution. I'm going to use my crochet people because of Yes Michelle crochets. She may have a package just for her crocheting community. And then her crocheting community, she might have people in her community that's like, okay, wait a minute, I want to do what you're doing. You out here teaching us about crocheting. You out here all on YouTube. You on here in TikTok world too. I want to make sure I'm building my crochet business like you. And then, yes, Michelle might say, okay, well, here's what you need to do. Here's my bundle so you can understand how to create your own digital products or use this to promote to other people. Or here's UBC because she got UBC as well. Yes, Michelle Crochet, she has UBC. She can say, okay, wait a minute. Have you thought about brand deals with different companies that you're creating content for, and now you're going to work with them to promote their products? Have you thought about and create content almost like UGC type deals? Have you thought about affiliate links that you now can have on your YouTube that are promoting different companies and you operate as an affiliate for them and you get commission for it? So she's going to learn all that through UBC as well as be able to share that with her community as she's building up her crochet community. So that's what this is all about. I don't gatekeep. I don't gatekeep. I want you all to understand there's different ways you can do this. So I need to find a traveling community, possibly. Sakithia, though, traveling? I thought you were doing the acting. Let me know that. But yes, you could possibly. So both. Depending on what you're doing. Can you check to see if I purchased? Let's see, friend. Um, Crystal purchased which one? UBC or the bundle? Were you saying? Which one were you saying, friend? Let me just make sure I understood. Which one? Um, so far, I see simply. Let me know what I'm gonna get a bit confused. I think I just have the intro to UBC. Is that correct? Yeah, you probably only have the sneak peek. UBC. Crystal, I don't see that it came through. No, it didn't come through yet, friend. How did you purchase? Did you do it through? Let me know how did you do it. And you can message me. We can talk. Also, I'll be available to chat. Yeah, I'll be available to chat. You said I'm acting. I did not get any traction when I did my live. Okay. Traveling, you're getting some traction. Is that what you mean? So traveling is actually a pretty big niche, to be honest with you, here on the app. People are always looking into traveling opportunities. So that is a big one. I think is being extra safe. Gotcha. Okay. No, I don't see it. Okay. Water Girl, let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, you probably got the sneak peek. That's the free sneak peek where you just see what UBC is all about. To purchase, you'll have to click the one that says enroll now. That's what you want to do. Let me know if there's any. I'm going back up. How you doing, Mama Shell? Appreciate you being here. Let me know if there's any other questions. I'm available. Crystal, let me know if we need to chat. I'm happy to talk with you in the Instagram group. You said I got it. Hold on. Let's see. You did, friend. I see you. I see you. I see you. How'd you end up doing it? You did the Klarna or Afterpay? Let me know which one you did. But I do see you. I haven't tried traveling live yet, but I am in a group outside. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I can join the group if you meet today. Ping a friend. Okay, Crystal. we vibing now. I'm just saying, don't don't ask Dr. Lisa like Dr. Lisa. What can I do if anything happens? But I appreciate you. I'm here for you. I will support you. Like I said, that made me so nervous that they even had that option there because I was like, wait a minute, y'all. But I will support you. Laugh aloud. Oh, okay. Okay. I got you, friend. We're live today after 2 weeks of cold feet. Look at you after being trolled. Got my first sub. Look at you. Beauty bee. Yes. Okay. I got you, Crystal. We gonna do this thing. That's it. Sakita, you said you haven't tried the travel yet, but you're in a group outside. Okay. Okay, like I said, I know a couple people. You know what? She's in our group chat. Check with her. She does the homestays in my travels. Check her out too. Maybe go to her live sessions. So she does a lot in travel niche. I would say go to her page. She has a lot of followers. I think she's over 18K followers. But in my travels is in our group chat also. So she might be a good person just to kind of message. And who her name is in my travels. So go on her page. And she does what's called homestays, where you are homesteading. You're homesteading, and she uses that as a travel mechanism. So she literally goes to other countries and she's homesteading for them. And so her accommodations obviously are free. And she's able to see and do some sightseeing and do some other things because of her homesteading. experiences. So just an interesting niche when you think about it. Just somebody who was like, I want to travel. I want to see the world. There's so much to do. I want to make sure I'm making it affordable and accommodating for me to do it. Just an interesting approach. I don't know if it's for everybody. I don't know if it's for me, but hey, she does it, and she has a lot of people interested in it because of it. And so she will do some lives where she's touring around different places, and yeah, so she's really good. I would chat with her, maybe message her, and you can message her in the group or outside the group. So or come to her live, one of her live sessions. Um, all right, friends, I have something great and inexpensive. Okay, good, good, awesome, awesome. We'll meet tomorrow. I'm gonna send you the when I get off here. I'll send you the Zoom meeting request for us to meet tomorrow at 2. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry, at 3. I had a 2 o'clock. I need to send somebody else. So I have a 2 o'clock and a 3 o'clock. So I'll send that after this. Okay, great. Let me know if there's any other questions. I'm almost at 7. I appreciate you all. Let me know if you have any questions about this process. Um, Moving forward, if you are somebody who wants to buy this, oh, somebody bought. Who's that? Who bought? I'm gonna have to email you. What I will do, people who bought, I'm gonna add you to the group chat after today. I'm gonna add you to the group chat, and that's gonna be a separate UBC group chat, so we can talk all things UBC. I'll probably be a little active over on that group chat just to make sure you're getting up and running. Again, I'm really cognizant of people buying courses and not using them, so I want you to use it. I wanted you to see the value added of it, as well as, will you still do a Zoom tonight? You want me to do a Zoom tonight at 7? I said I put that out there. I didn't know if you needed it now, Crystal. It's like, I got my course. I don't need nothing. But you want me to do it? I'll do it. I'll do it for you all. I gotta announce it and just tell people I'm going. I'm sending a link for Zoom if people want to know about UBC. Because as you know, I sent the email to the group, but I really haven't been in the group chat talking about it. Because again, I figure if you're interested, then you will reach out or say something. I don't want to feel like I'm pressuring you. So that's why I really hadn't talked about it a whole lot in the group because I want you to feel comfortable. I just bought the course. Did you really, T? T said, "Look here, I can wait for a one-on-one." Okay, you want to wait for a one-on-one? Okay, let's talk one-on-one. Okay, let's do that. Like I said, I didn't want to be over pressuring people. And there's some people in the group chat that probably have UBC. I don't know. No one. I know at least 2 people. Let me take that back. But they may be in their own way trying to promote the course. So I don't want to make it seem like, hey, you got to buy from me because you're in the group chat. People do what they want to do. I say that all the time. I will not pressure you. I give you information. I share what I'm doing. I don't gatekeep. I tell you what I'm doing. I try to be extra helpful, but I want to support you. T, let me know if you have any questions, friend. I want to support you in your journey. So I will what I'll end up doing because you got an email directly from UBC once you purchased. I'm going to send a separate email to you. You'll probably get it tomorrow. We'll say tomorrow because that'll give me time to kind of pull through the emails. But you'll get a separate email saying thank you for purchasing. I will need, now people in my group chat, I probably can just reach out to you already, but I probably will need your Instagram so I can add you to the group chat. And so that's what I'll do. You said I got UBC. Did you mind? Look at you, friend. You got it too. Look at you. You guys are awesome. So, yeah, like I said, I will. Look at you, Astro. Oh, oh, wait a minute. T, you changed your name. Look at you. You changed your name, friend. Oh my gosh, look at you. He's like, I want Dr. Lisa. You said I will. I gotta go soon to run errands, make comments, and go live on my other account. Look at you, T. You changed it. You said I did it today. Look at you. um. So yeah, your email is what threw me off. I was like, okay, all right. So I appreciate you all. Yes. So we're gonna put you guys in a group chat. We'll put you in a group chat, and we will talk and connect, and you'll have access to me. We're gonna talk about this thing. I'm gonna support you. What I will tell you, my friends, really quickly, is that I want you to use the course. That's the goal. I want you to use the course. I don't want you to sit back. And if you already have, and T, you just said it, if you already had kind of a head start going live, that's part of it. As you talk about these, talk to your community and talk to them about whatever your topic is, then you can in turn share with them, here's the value of these other resources, these other courses. And people have, they're going to get to know, like, and trust you, and they're going to decide if they want to purchase or not. And that's it. And so you don't have to be hardcore salesy. You can decide if you want to do a separate page where you maybe do some attraction marketing, some other things to kind of build interest surrounding this lifestyle of, and that's what UBC kind of talks about too, this lifestyle of freedom and flexibility and things like that. And people are kind of gravitating to that. And you can do it in your own way, in terms of being in a digital marketing space. But again, it just depends on your brand and what you're saying and sharing with your community. I think that's the one thing you want to lead with. What is your brand? Is your brand, like, I'm going to use Simply as an example. Simply's brand, and Simply, correct me if I'm wrong, her brand is helping you understand your full potential. And so if she's talking to her audience, her target audience, she's helping them understand you operating on this lower level. You're operating at a lower frequency. How do I get you to get up here? How do I help you have confidence in yourself, in your thinking, and the things that you're doing, and distraction, and, clear the noise and not be distracted by all the noise? So that's the way I see Simply. So if she's talking to her audience, then she's going to say, okay, here's ways that you can learn how to get to the next level, and you have solutions and support through maybe like a UBC, or maybe something else she's offering to her community that says, okay, here's how I'm going to help you get there. But she's already connecting with them in a way that says, okay, here's some tips and strategies based on my live on what I'm telling you how to get there. Okay? You say, yes, empowering others to rise to greatness. And you do. You do. That's exactly what you're doing. That's it. That's exactly what you're doing. And you helping people think at a whole next level that they didn't even imagine. There's levels to people's imagination, and people often stay down here. And so when you hear people talking about, you imagine your greatest imagination, that's what she's doing. She's doing that. Live as we climb. Exactly. 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 That's it. He said, good morning, good evening. How you doing, Kim? I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And so you got to make sure that you're doing that. You got to make sure you're doing that. Oh, you came in as Simply Sap now. I was called Yellow Bird is Simply. She's the same person. I should say Yellow Bird. Yes, I appreciate you too, friend. But that's what this is all about. You got to make sure you know your brand. You got to know who you're talking to, and how you are supporting them. So always say, stay true to your brand, stay true to who you are. I use Simply as an example because I've gone to her lives. I've heard her talk and connect. I've seen her content. Her content is anchored in this space of gratitude, also recognizing how do you think at a higher level. And that, to me, is what you want. You want somebody like that in your corner. Yes, Michelle, she's good when it comes to YouTube. She's in a crocheting niche. She's going to talk to her people and say, here's how I can support you. Here's the different things I'm doing. And people are going to look at her and say, wait a minute, I want to do what you're doing. I see what you're doing on YouTube. I see how you got there. I want your tips and strategies. Okay, now I want to understand how are you now taking this to the next level. And so that's what you want to do. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Hope the weekend is well. You're welcome. A good evening, friends. I see you all. Thank you so much. It's me, Samantha. How you doing, Samantha? I just changed my name to my email because you suggested I put it in, not in your, no, Samantha, not in your, as your nickname, in your bio. I think that's what we were talking about, your bio, not your nickname. Your nickname is the name that shows up on top of your profile. But yeah, let's talk, because I think you're now stuck with it for 7 days now. So you gonna ride with it. That's okay. But no, in your nickname is the name above your photo on your profile. your bio could have your email in it for people to reach out to you if you want your name, your email in your bio. So that's possible. Yeah. Um, that is what you said, but I just did want to take up the space in your bio. Okay, so you made it your name. I love it. All right, friend, I got you. I got you. I will listen to you. I could listen to you all day. Really, Express, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna have to get off here though. So say that again about name and bio. Um, I was suggesting to um, Race Week. Is that it? Race what? That's it. Race what? I was suggesting that your name um, is something that will resonate with your community. So I think that's what I was saying originally. And I said if you want your email in your bio, you could put your email in your bio for people to contact you. And so that's something you can do. So I can't remember the context of the conversation, but um, that was a recommendation, I think, based on something we were talking about. So the email was in the bio. And she said, well, I didn't want to take up space in my bio. I made my email my nickname so people could see it there. Yeah, that's totally fine if that's what she wants to do. Is that a good idea? Email as username? I wouldn't have done it. I think the nickname, like I said, she stuck with it for 7 days now, so she would have to change it afterwards. Um, yeah, your nickname is always a name that is going to connect with your brand and your audience because that's the name they see. They see that in the live chat. They see it, so that's how I knew. That's why I saw the email. Um, email in. See, I assumed. Here's what I assumed. I assumed you was probably on a computer or you were logged in a different way, and that's why I was showing up that way. I don't know why I didn't think nickname that you had in your nickname, but I assumed that. But um, you want a name that's going to resonate with your brand. So T, you changed your name. Or do you have two accounts? Did you say you have two accounts? Maybe that's what it is. You have a second account. So you changed your name to say T, content creator over 50. So her name is about how she is creating content for a population of people 50 over. So that's essentially what she's doing. So when you think about her brand, it is going to resonate with her target audience. So if I was, you said two accounts, gotcha. Okay. So if I was engaging in her live, I would assume, okay, she's going to talk about content creation and just making sure she's helping people understand the content creation process and being able to do that in a way that will support people who are new and navigating this app for the first time and maybe are Gen X baby boomers out here trying to get their digital marketing savvy on, and she would be that person. That's what I would say. Um, but yeah, the email and name, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Just again, it just has to be aligned with your brand. So it just depends on what your branding is too. In Race Suite, I would say, yeah, let's talk because I think you were just starting to get back to going live. So you probably want to make sure you can have a name that's going to resonate with your target audience. So thank you, I appreciate it. They give you space to put your email underneath your bio. They give you space to put your email underneath your bio. The business accounts they have the email option. Personal accounts do not. Personal accounts do not have that email feature. So if you want to add an email, you typically have to add it in your bio. That's typically what they have to do if they want to have an email pop up. But then, you have people who have their websites like me or other people where you can click my stand store and click to see my email. So that's a way to get to me if you want my email. I'm not sure that's true when I say that. I think it is. Yeah, it's there. I was like, yeah, I think it is. But yeah, if you want to get to me, so that's a way to get to me. So as soon as I can, I would change my nickname, something that will appeal to my target audience. Yep, that's it. Thank you, Christian. Thank you for being here. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so you'll see people with like link trees. You'll see people with like their beacon. I got Stan. Stan is there. So yeah, that's how people will have the email show up. So if you hit my link in my bio, you go to my Stan, you see my different social media pages as well as my I'm trying to look at it as well as my email icon. So that's there. All right, good people. Hey, how you doing, Kim? I appreciate you. All right, so let me know if there's any last minute questions. Like I said, UBC sale ends tonight at 11:59. If you are curious about that, FYP, how you doing, friend? If you are curious about UBC, feel free to DM me. You can go to my Stand store. I did like a whole talk on UBC. So I got you. If you have questions after the sale, I probably will talk about UBC as I walk through my Stand store. People who want the sneak peek. I'll have my people who bought the UBC for me. I will have, this is for you all. I will have an email flow. If people got the sneak peek, I would create an email flow where they can now get some information from me about UBC in a little bit more detail. So that becomes part of your email flows that you're creating. Okay. So that was just a quick understanding in terms of how you will take UBC, create an email flow, and then or make sure you create it and put it in your storefront, and then create an email flow for your sneak peek because people are going to be curious about it. And then if they choose to get the UBC as a full-fledged product, you might want to create some type of, you know, uh, what I call an elevator pitch, some kind of pitch that's going to say, okay, here's what UBC is all about as you talk about products that are in your storefront. So that's what I would recommend. Okay, so you want to be able to talk very clearly about resources and solutions that your target audience can get. And as you're thinking about a UBC, this is another little tip. So email flow is what you're going to create. You also will want to structure your Stand store. There's a couple different ideas out here. One is that if you have like a storefront, you don't want to have too many products in your storefront because you don't want it to become too overwhelming. People say 6, 7, 7's on the high end, so not too many things where people have to kind of find stuff and they're confused by the way you name things and the way things are organized in your storefront. So you usually want to have separators, and you want to have products. How about 5? 5 is good. 5 is a good number. But probably, like I said, 7's on the highest. 5 or 6 is fair. I think I have right at 6. But the way my store is organized, you can see all of them have a specific purpose. Like I have UBC, then I have my bundle, then I have my quick guides, those smaller. So here's the way my store is organized. I'm going to just say this out loud. High ticket, mid ticket, low ticket. Then there's some consultations, and then there's the freebie. Okay, so just think of it that particular way. You always lead with your higher end product, and then come down to your free product. And as you're talking to people, you're walking them through your storefront, and you leave them with the free. However, they've seen all the other stuff that you have to offer if you've kind of gone through the flow of what's in there. Okay, so I say that you guys got kind of an insider because these are conversations I don't have on live. So I never have conversations like this because I'm going to go live with ease. But you kind of know a little bit more what I will share. So UBC is, so my UBC people, my launch your income people will get this too. Or I'm sorry, my launch and earn bundle people will get this too. However, we don't get there because many of you, several of you are not ready for that conversation. You're still creating. You're still trying to go live with ease. You're still doing the process. So when we get to the point where you are setting up your storefront, if you have questions, and I think Sakiti, I think we're going to talk tomorrow about your storefront. I will give you tips and strategies. And then the bundle also shares some tips and strategies. So, recognize that it came in the bundle. There's some stuff in there already, but you also have access to me. UBC is going to give you similar information too. There are some people, like when it comes to Stan, there are some people who don't have many products at all in their storefront, and they just share the product they want people to see. That is another strategy. I don't do that, but that is a strategy where people just have landing pages. And it's like, okay, this is the product I want you to see. You don't need to see all the other stuff. I don't want you to get distracted. I want you to focus on this product. And so you could do that as well. When you go live, how do you stop the screen from setting up multiple slots for guests? Click, if you click the multi-guest feature, there's a little spin wheel in the top right corner, and you can change it back to the individual screen like this. Okay, so there's like this little settings wheel in the right corner. When you click multi-guest, you'll see that settings wheel, and you can change the setting. Okay. And so, yes, you said you said, yes, good idea. Yeah, that's another way to do it. People do that as well. If you have a product launch or if you have something else going on, you can do that. Thank you. You're welcome. You can have that as well. So, again, let me know if you have questions. Like I say, you could DM me. If you're still thinking about taking advantage of this, I'm happy to support your questions that you can ask and answer questions for you about it. And if you think about it later, unfortunately, I have no control over the deal and when they're going to run the next deal. It is one of those things where it's happening now. And, at the end of the day, we gonna roll with it. We'll just make sure that that if there are other promotions, I'll come here, share it. I don't have a problem with sharing other promotions that's happening. I want to make sure you're feeling supported and you have information on how to be successful. And so, yeah, just let me know if you have any questions. Katina, thank you so much for being here. I see you, friends, and we will continue to grow with stuff, okay? All right, friends, let me know if there's anything else. Yellowbird, how you doing? Thank you so much. I see you all. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you. So I will I'll be back on my regular schedule because like I said, the deal ends tonight at 11:59. So tomorrow I will be back, and I will be back to being Dr. Lisa, helping you all and supporting in your journey. Thank you so much for today. You're welcome, friends. All right. And I will be back at 10 and 4. Yes. All right. Take care, friends. All right. Bye-bye. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you have any questions as well. I will be back on my regular schedule. And thank you for subscribing. If you did watch a short of mine and comment, I will in turn, and then subscribe, I will in turn go watch one of your shorts, look at your content, and subscribe as well. Okay, and put a comment and subscribe. Okay? All right, take care. Bye-bye. YouTube doesn't let me in. It can be on here forever.